Back here at Butler Stadium. Sorry about that. Just the quick announcement there. We had come in and a little bit of a late kickoff time. Had everything a little screwed up tonight. Kickoff time right now, 5:55. Should be starting in just a minute as Caldwell County's out on the field talking before their senior night game against Ballard Memorial for the boys. Ballard Memorial's over here in front of the stands still talking, getting their game plan set tonight. Tough matchup for Ballard Memorial tonight, actually. They're still looking for their first win on the season. They've had 15 losses and a tie, that one tie coming against Lyon County in a 2-2 tie. So Ballard Memorial coming in actually a big underdog, and that's a nice thing to see for Caldwell County tonight, is especially for their seniors. These seniors could come out and put on a good performance tonight and get a big result, and that's something they'll need coming into districts come next week. I think they'll be playing Monday night for the second game after the girls' first round matchup. So this is a big game for Caldwell County, especially confidence-wise, and should be having kickoff in just one moment. And one change we'll see tonight is Hunter Trimble starting in the goal tonight. Barrett Schultz, a senior, been a huge piece for this Caldwell County team since his freshman year. At one point, size was a problem, and he pretty much sucked it up and became one of the best goalkeepers in the second region now. So nice to see him starting off as an attacker for Caldwell County tonight. And now ball dropped back to start the game off here at Caldwell County. Nathaniel Paredes opening up, looking for a pass out wide, finds Ethan Weatherspoon. Ethan Weatherspoon opening up, looking for a pass, finds Blake Bivrett. Bivrett's pass hit with a couple numbers. Weatherspoon playing it down the line to Bryson Bannister. Bannister has it touched away, and it's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in in front of the stands. And Adam, me and you talked about it. This is a very good opportunity for Caldwell County to put up some goals tonight. That's something they've struggled with this season, so hopefully they can get some confidence rolling tonight against this Ballard Memorial team.
Yeah, we've improved definitely for the season. We played some tough opponents, and when you play against those teams, you're going to get better, but it does kind of hurt you on getting some wins, and a win here tonight is what we expect. And we'll just see what happens there. Say, like you said, to finish out the regular season on senior night, and also give them that boost when they go into districts. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what team's going to show up.
Yeah, districts is one of those things. It's you could be a heavy favorite and still come out from a bad defeat. So Caldwell County, if they get a big momentum boost tonight, that could be something huge that plays into how they play in districts. As just then, Andrew Risley clears the ball out. It's going to be a Ballard Memorial throw-in right in front of the middle of the bleachers on the other side of Butler Stadium. Ballard Memorial with the throw-in, throws it down the line. Andrew Risley gets ahead to it, still battling as Risley. Touch forward, Michael Henry clears it up the field, tries finding Jack Kinsolving. Good touch there to settle it. Opens up Jack Kinsolving. Still going is Kinsolving. Touched away by the defender, trying to find Colin Schaefer. Ethan Weatherspoon on the ball now. Finds Bryson Bannister. Bannister trying to play it down the line. Can't get it. Touched away. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Ballard Memorial here. Emma Lefevre on the throw-in for Ballard Memorial, and that's something you usually don't see, especially in high school soccer as a co-ed team. So that's something different Caldwell County have to play in tonight as the ball bouncing around. Ethan Weatherspoon gets a touch to it, tries playing it forward to Colin Schaefer. Can't find any feet other than a Ballard Memorial player. Battling in the middle for possession is Caldwell County. And now going down the line, Andrew Risley versus number 7, Seth Dowdy. And a whistle on the far side. Can't tell if it was a foul or just went out of play. Looks like they're going to let him take a kick.
Yeah, I believe it might have been a foul on us. I think he got a little too physical maybe over there. Or no? Yeah, set it up for a kick. Well, we're trying to still clarify, I believe.
Ref on the far side says it's going to be a free kick. And this is something, I know it's senior night, having a senior out there, free kick in. Hunter Trimble comes out, gets a touch to it, catches it. That's something different for Caldwell County tonight. They don't have the leadership back there, especially on set pieces. And I think Jack Kinsolving called off a little bit there. Well, ref let him play, and it's going to still go through. Ends up with Ballard Memorial's possession. Ballard Memorial clears the ball down the line. It's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in. Barrett Schultz picking his head up there, trying to find Jack Kinsolving through. Ballard Memorial playing a high line, trying to catch Kinsolving off. Looked like he might have been offsides, and no call from the ref. Throw-in, Barrett Schultz on the ball now, picking his head up, looking for a pass, tries playing it through. Still bouncing around, Schultz in possession. Nice little pass down the line to Bryson Bannister. Bannister plays into the middle to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer getting inside the box to his left foot. Ball took a deflection off the defender, picked up by the goalkeeper. First time he has to come into action tonight, and I expect Caldwell County will have a lot more opportunities throughout this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. We should be. We just, you know, we got to play the game and play possession and be smart with it. Still, I mean, you always still have to play soccer. You never underestimate anybody, because, like I said, you never know who's going to show up to play, and you know everybody wants to win, so they're going to come out as hard as they can too.
Ballard Memorial coming out of a very tough district with McCracken County, St. Mary's, and Paducah Tillman just for their district tournament. And then they're in that first region that me and Dennis Stevens talked about during the girls' game a couple nights ago. First region stacked in girls soccer and pretty much just as stacked in men's and the boys soccer. So little miss pass there from Nathaniel Perez, loose ball back. Hunter Trimble clears away, ball bouncing around in the middle of the field.
And again, you know, you don't underestimate, as Paredes, you know, a little weak on the pass and maybe a miss hit back there to Trimble, as he had a one-on-one with number 8 for Ballard Memorial, Peyton Lehman, one of the other girls that's on the team. So you never know. You let Ballard get in there and slip a goal in, and it boosts their confidence big time.
Yeah, and going along with talking about how difficult of a region they play in and everything, they play against some tough opponents. So they're going to come out and play tonight. They know that they've got a chance if they're playing hard enough to get a goal or two here on Caldwell County Senior Night. They'll definitely want to spoil the party as Jack Kinsolving opens up, finds Barrett Schultz. Nice pass through from Barrett Schultz. Jack Kinsolving in on goal. Hit from behind with a little bit of contact, and now it's going to be touched out for a Caldwell County corner. And I think just then a lot of speed from that center back from Ballard Memorial. I'm sorry, looks like number 3, Logan Scott, coming in. Jack Kinsolving had a 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and he pretty much cleaned everything up, got it touched away. Jack kind of wants that one back. Saw him put his hands on his hips there, as Caldwell County now has the corner kick in our blind spot. Ball in towards the back post. Michael Henry gets ahead to it, and it's going to trickle wide for a goal kick for Ballard Memorial.
Again, you know, one of those things, you know, maybe a couple steps too much, a couple touches too much, you know, go ahead and pull that shot with that left foot. And Jack gave number 3, Logan Scott, there just enough time to catch up with him and play it out of bounds. And, you know, we're still scoreless here.
Good header through by Barrett Schultz, takes a touch, hits the shot across just over the crossbar. And I'm not sure, I know I played with him and stuff, but he was pretty much in goal all the time. So if Barrett can get a goal tonight, it could be his first of his career, and on senior night, it's something he'll never forget. This is a game that these guys will never forget for the seniors and stuff. Even if they come out with a 10-0 victory and it acts like it's nothing, it's their senior night. This is all about them, so it's a big night for these seniors. Cleared away. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Adam.
No, go ahead. You were
ball bouncing around on the far side now. Logan Scott on the ball, cutting back, looking for a pass. Cuts back again. Colin Schaefer in possession now, trying to find a pass out. A lot of pressure from Ballard Memorial. Touched away on the far side. Josh Sherrill on the far side with possession now. That's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in. Andrew Risley with the throw-in right in front of the middle of the bleachers.
Ball played in, cleared away by Ballard Memorial, picked up by Ethan Witherspoon, and looks like he got a little bit of chip to the back, but we're going to let him play. Ballard Memorial passing it up, and it's going to go straight to Andrew Risley, put it back up the field, looking for Kinsolving. Kinsolving is on the ball, starting to enter at 18, cutting it back to his right, and gear up for a shot, back to his left, give it to Barrett Schultz. Schultz with a shot, and high again, just a few inches above the goal there, and he's hunting for it, and I think they're also, the guys are looking to help him get hooked up too. He's like you said, he's been in the goal his entire varsity career, so a goal here for him tonight would definitely mean a lot. Ball cleared out by Ballard's keeper, finding the Blake Vivrette. Vivrette looking for Kinsolving. Kinsolving and Barrett on the run, but the ball is just a little bit too much as Ballard's keeper picks it up. It's going to punt it away.
And those little things there, Jack Kinsolving just a little cut back and then dropping it back to Barrett Schultz, a little skillful pass. Those little things tonight might be the things that leads to a goal for Caldwell County. Just a couple passes and then laying a ball off to someone else, because Ballard Memorial seems like they're hitting each person that has the ball with a lot of defenders as soon as they get touches to it. As Colin Schaefer still dribbling a good through ball, finds Bryson Bannister. Bannister, ball played into the middle, finds Jack Kinsolving, stuck underneath his feet. Kinsolving still on the ball. Now Bryson Bannister. Bannister lays it off to Colin Schaefer. Hits it first time. Keeps it low, and it's always going to go out for a goal kick there. Got a decent amount of power on it, just always pulling it wide. But another good spell of possession there, and a good through ball to send Bryson Bannister in, and eventually led to a shot for Caldwell County.
Ballard with the goal kick, kicks up, going out, finding the head of Blake Viverette. Viverette heading it up, looking for Barrett Schultz. Barrett Schultz controlling, inner side the 18, winding up for the shot, and goal. First goal for the night, first goal there for Barrett Schultz.
It's awesome to see. It really is. As good of a goalie as he is, he's very good on the ball, and we always joked about it in practice and everything. He likes to come out and try to play midfield and stuff, and he's very good with the ball at his feet. So he can fit in pretty much playing anywhere if Caldwell needs him to. So good to see him get the first goal of the night for Caldwell County. I think that is his first of his career, so very good thing to see early on for Caldwell County. Got a goal in the first 10 minutes, 1-0 here at Butler Stadium right now.
Ballard drops it back, finding number 3, Logan Scott. Logan Scott playing it up, looking for, I think I said her name was Peyton. No, yep, Peyton Lehman. The ball's been played away as Ethan Witherspoon's going to control it, or not control it, but just kind of shield it, let it go out of bounds, and throws in, looking for Bryson Bannister. Bannister up the line. It's a missed touch. Controlled by number 4 now for Ballard, playing it up to the center of the field. Is going to enter to 18 and right into the hands of Hunter Trimble. So he's going to pick it up and look to play it out.
And in a game that Hunter Trimble might not be tested too much, or he's definitely not expected to be tested too much, it's nice to see him get a lot of minutes in goalkeeping tonight as Jack Kinsolving opens up, tries playing it down the line to Josh Sherrill. Sherrill plays it into the middle of the field, and Ballard Memorial's goalkeeper going to come out and pick that one up. Surveying his options, punting it down the field. First touch is from Ballard Memorial, number 13, Darrell Williams. Ball still bouncing around. Nathaniel Paredes gets a touch away, still bouncing around. Weatherspoon can't get a touch to it. And now he does have possession. Weatherspoon opens up, tries playing into the middle, finds Blake Viverette, opens up, picks his head up, finds Jack Kinsolving up the field. Too much on the pass. Kinsolving just takes a bit of a big touch, can't get the ball off his feet in time, and now Ballard Memorial back in possession. Turns it straight back over to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving looking for a pass. Plays it into the middle to Barrett Schultz. Not enough on the pass that time. Intercepted by Ballard Memorial, and now Caldwell County back in possession. Ethan Weatherspoon drops it back to Michael Henry. Smart pass there. Henry opens up, tries playing in the middle of the field, ends up with Nathaniel Paredes after a deflection from Ballard Memorial. Paredes drops it back to Henry. Henry plays it up into the middle of the field. Blake Viverette can't get a touch to it. Number 2, Jonah Ashworth getting the first touch to it. Now Logan Scott clearing it up the field. Michael Henry clearing it back up the field. Ball just kind of bouncing around in between attacking areas. Jack Kinsolving opens up. Perfect ball through to Barrett Schultz. Schultz takes his first touch. A little too close to the goalkeeper there. Good movement there. Jack Kinsolving opening up, and a good pass through to Barrett Schultz. Got a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Thought about hitting it first time, ends up taking a touch, and just put the shot too close to the goalkeeper. Michael Henry battling on Ballard Memorial's attacking third now. His ball's played into the middle. Hunter Trimble coming out to pick that one up.
Yeah, the keeper read that one there, and I think, Schultz, he came at him just a little bit and didn't get a good enough touch to the side. But I'm sure, like you said, we're going to get a couple more touches. The ball controlled by the Tigers. Colin Schaefer just outside the Ballard's defensive third, playing out wide for Bryson Bannister. Bannister with a missed touch, but coming up the corner just outside the 18, cutting it back, enter inside the 18 now, looking for a crossing it over, but it's kicked back out. Picked it back up again, looking for Blake Viverette at top of the 18 with a shot, and pushed away just wide by the keeper there. Good save by the keeper. Be for a Caldwell throw, or a Caldwell corner.
That was a very good save from the goalkeeper. And Blake Viverette, he's one of those creative players who's got a lot of fundamentals behind him, and just then didn't rush anything, no nerves, just opens up, picks his head up looking for a shot. Got a decent amount of power on it, and the goalkeeper makes a good save. Corner in for Caldwell County. Barrett Schultz gets ahead to it, and that's his second of the night. A very good goal there. Schultz now looking for his hat trick, and we're just about 13, 14 minutes into this one, and it's 2-0 to Caldwell County over Ballard Memorial here at Butler Stadium. Ballard Memorial is going to look to get something going on their attack, looking for their first victory of the season. Wonderful moves there from Caldwell County, getting the corner off of a save from Blake Viverette's shot, ends up with Barrett Schultz. Schultz with a very good header, and he's going to move back to a center back role now. Michael Henry's going to be the one to come up for the attack. A little bit of a position change there, and Michael Henry coming up, probably looking for his first goal tonight too, as Colin Schaefer opens up, wins the ball back, tries a rainbow around the defender. Defender wins the battle. Ball played up the line, ends up with Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes looking for a pass, just drops it back to Ethan Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon, first time as a pass up to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer can't keep control of it. Now it's Barrett Schultz on the ball, touched away, and it's going to be a foul in the middle of the field. Barrett Schultz getting knocked around there, ends up with a free kick for Caldwell County.
Looks like Barrett's going to end up taking it too. He wants that one. He's looking up the field, looking for Jack. He motioned to him, playing it up to Jack. Ball's in at 18, and keeper's going to get to it first. There's a little bit too much on it there, but you could tell he was trying to connect with Kinsolv in there to try and get a goal in the back to make it 3-0, but not quite yet. Ball's controlled by Ballard Memorial right now, just out the 18 with a missed touch. Who is that? I can't tell. Michael Henry. Ball played out by Ballard Memorial, by Ballard, controlled now by Risley, and back to Ballard now as number 13 is going down the line in front of the fans, going on that left side. And another rough touch there. Barrett's getting beat up.
He is, and I'm sure Coach Schaefer, just like us, just kind of scrunches a little bit every time that Schultz takes a lot of contact. They'll need him for Monday night. So ball hit up the line. Bryson Bannister on the ball now, drops it back to Blake Viverette. Viverette picking his head up, surveying his options, looking for a pass. Still going as Viverette on the ball, plays it into the middle to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer now battling for possession with Ashworth. Now Colin Schaefer cutting back to his right foot, looking for a pass. Can't get it off. Barrett Schultz on the ball now in that center back role, picking his head up, looking for a pass. Plays it up to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving opens up, cuts back to his right foot, hits it with his right foot, leaning back just a little bit too much there, and gets under it and sends it over the back net.
He got all of it there, and I think he got just a little excited. And you could tell with his positioning too. Like you said, he was leaned back a little bit too much. His plant foot was where it was, but he'll get that one back. Yeah,
Jack. He's been involved in the first goal, and he's a creative player. He'll really want to get a goal tonight. So I'm sure we'll be saying Jack Kinsolving's name a lot more tonight, especially on the attacking end. It's Colin Schaefer now on the ball. A little bit of a spin move, still going on possession. Skips past one defender, still going. Tries playing it through. No run being made there, and the goalkeeper's going to come out, calmly pick that one up and punt the ball down the field again.
I think there was communication wasn't there. You know, Colin saw what he wanted to do, and you know, maybe didn't communicate there with Jack for what he was hoping would happen from it. Ball played out to out of the bound, up the field to center field. Colin Schaefer controlling, passing up to Blake Viverette, the center of the field. Looking over, playing through, looking for Kinsolving. Kinsolving inside the 18. Kinsolving cuts back with a shot, and a deflection back in. Kinsolving now still in 18 on the left side, bringing it back around, looking in the middle, passing it off to Colin Schaefer. Colin Schaefer with a hit and a deflection off of Ballard. Should be a Caldwell corner. And the keeper again, I mean, they're definitely surprising it. He's staying busy. Does he, push the ball away and had a deflection off another Caldwell player, came back in front of right across the goal face and bounced around a little bit before it went out now.
And again, Jack Kinsolving being involved in that one. Couldn't get the initial shot, tried cutting back, and it was saved. Ended up with Michael Henry trying to have an effort, and his effort just going wide. Ends up getting the ball into the corner, and now it's going to be a throw-in for Ballard Memorial going the other way, trying to start an attack of their own. Throws it up the field to Peyton Lehman. Lehman opens up, plays it down the line to Darrell Williams. Williams still going down the line. A lot of speed behind him. Nathaniel Paredes, good recovery run, ends up with Williams. Ethan Weatherspoon getting the first touch to it. Now Weatherspoon dribbling out at the back. Bryson Bannister getting a touch to it, and it's going to be a Ballard Memorial throw-in, and they're attacking third. Throw in from Ballard Memorial into the middle to Peyton Lehman. Lehman takes the first touch, picks her head up looking for a pass, tries playing it into the corner, ball bounces around. Barrett Schultz clearing it away up the field. Michael Henry looks like he's going to be the first one to get a touch, and does. Henry trying to get a pass off, smothered again on that far side. Number 34, Braden Nichols there stepping in and getting a touch to his. Caldwell County gets a throw in.
And it looks like we had a bad throw in by Risley. He's done that a few times this season, and I'm sure he's a little frustrated with himself on that. Ball's thrown in Ballard Memorial's number 2 is coming up the field, collides with Ethan Weatherspoon. Ball stripped away as there's a battle now for it. As number 13 now pulling away. Number 2 now passed off and looking for Peyton. As Nathan Paredes plays it out wide, plays it wide to Viverette. Viverette looking for Schaefer in the center of the field, and got tripped up and just controlling it now. I'm going to get called back down, back out wide now to the left back. Weatherspoon looking for Bannister. Bannister out wide, controlling it, trying to play it up as Ballard deflects it and kicks it off now. Ball
still bouncing around right in front of the stand. Bryson Bannister on the ball, drops it back to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes back to Bannister. Can't keep control of it. It's going to go out for a Ballard throw-in, again, right in front of the stand. Number 6, Brian Allen, going to be the one with the throw-in. Nobody really moving for him. Still waiting to take the throw-in as Ballard Memorial throws it up to Peyton Lehman. Lehman now battling Ethan Weatherspoon right in front of the touchline there. It's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw-in again, just a couple yards from their bench.
You know, and this is one of the games, too, where, you know, the Caldwell Tigers, they need to be working on some stuff, you know, setting up how they need to play. And, you know, right now we're playing well, but we've definitely played better than this. You know, play possession. Don't try and force it. Play it back. Make good, crisp, strong passes, and definitely, you know, use this time to take that advantage and set yourself up for next week.
Yeah, like you said, this is a good time to really work on some things. And you mentioned possession. Caldwell County could have a chance to have a lot of possession in this one. Ballard Memorial sending a lot of people at one time to defend. All they need to do is pick their head up looking for easy passes. As Blake Viverette plays the ball over the top to Jack Kinsolving. I think a little bit of a rough call there. I think Kinsolving had a couple yards to go before he was offsides. Does get the offsides call, and they'll be looking to keep trapping Caldwell County off that tonight. And right there, it wasn't really a possession play that ended up with Caldwell County getting through. It was just Colin Schaefer opening up, find Viverette, and Viverette playing it through to Kinsolving. But like you said, they could really use this game. You've got a 2-0 lead now. There's nothing really threatening. Keep it fundamental. Keep it everything clean, crisp passes, and just be smart about it. As Jack Kinsolving plays it to Colin Schaefer in the middle, ball bouncing around as Schaefer still has possession of the ball. Looking for a pass, picks his head up, floats it into the corner, trying to find Bryson Bannister, number 45, Emma Lefevre, battling for it. Bannister still has possession, plays it into the middle, and goalkeeper drops to his knees and gets the ball before Michael Henry can get a touch to it as he runs out looking for a punt down the field again. Hits his punt about halfway. Barrett Schultz winning the header again. He's won every 50-50 ball that he's had to go up against tonight. He's really playing hard in the field tonight, so that's a good thing to see. And now Ballard Memorial bringing a couple substitutions on. Number 7, Seth Dowdy, and number 4, Jordan Ross coming on for Ballard Memorial.
Yeah, Jordan Ross went out a while ago earlier. It looked like he was grabbing his right ankle, and I don't know if he's injured it. He may be playing a little bit of pain, and you know, hopefully nothing comes of that tonight. You hate to see anybody get hurt. As you know, we got our own Josh Hagan that's out right now and would be out for the rest of the season with, I believe, a torn meniscus.
That's a tough thing to see. Thankfully, it's not his senior season. We do have him for another season, so that's a good thing for Caldwell County. Always hope that recovery comes quickly as Blake Viverette picks his head up, trying to find a pass through to Michael Henry. Cleared away. Barrett Schultz again winning the 50-50 ball. Brian Allen trying to get a touch to it now as Josh Sherrill touches it around one Ballard Memorial defender. Plays it up to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving dropping it back to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Kinsolving. Kinsolving opening up, cutting back to his right foot. Trying to play the ball into the middle to Michael Henry. Now Colin Schaefer on the ball. A couple yards outside the 18, cleared away by Brian Allen. Barrett Schultz running up, getting a touch to the 50-50 ball again. Blake Viverette picking his head up, having a shot from distance, fell as soon as he hit it. Didn't hit that one as cleanly as he wanted to, and Ballard Memorial goalkeeper coming out to clean things up and punt it down the field again.
Good punt. Good punt away across half the field as Barrett Schultz going to drop it back and play it to Hunter Trimble. Hunter Trimble is going to pick it up and survey and see what he's got, possibly punt it out. Punt it out, coming to the center field as Peyton there for Ballard is going to try and play it out and looking for Ashford, but is going to go out of bounds for a Tiger throw-in.
Right now, got about 17 minutes left in the first half. We're just going to take just a couple-second break here at Butler Stadium. You're listening to WPKY Princeton 103.3, The Tiger.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliability. And here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, reliability and honesty are a few of our top priorities. So if you're looking for heating and air service, give us a call at 270-896-5044 or come visit us at 960 Varmint Trace Road here in Princeton. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
They need to. Back here at Butler Stadium, Michael Henry battling for the ball just outside the 18, drops it back to Blake Viverette. Viverette opening up, finds Colin Schaefer looking for a shot or a pass, hits it from distance, kept it low. Goalkeeper, a little bit of a bobble touch there, and he's going to pick it up. Looks like he's going to punt it again. Here at Butler Stadium, Caldwell County got about 16, 15 minutes left in this first half here. Caldwell County up 2-0. Been playing fairly well so far. They'll probably want to fix some things at halftime and just play a little bit cleaner. They've had some passes that haven't went their way and some 50-50 balls that haven't went their way. So passing and stepping to the ball has been a main issue in this first half. They'll probably try to fix those things at a halftime, as Ethan Weatherspoon with a throw-in right now just in front of the stand. Throws it down the line to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer gets the first touch to it. Quick pressure by Peyton Lehman. Ball with Blake Vivrette now. Vivrette playing to Colin Schaefer in the middle of the field. Schaefer opening up, picking his head up, having one from distance, and always just a little too much on it. A couple yards over the crossbar, and it's going to be a goal kick again for the Ballard Memorial goalkeeper, as number 15, Christopher Johnson, and number 44, Colton Solinger, checks in for Ballard Memorial.
Yeah, definitely when we get to halftime there, I'm sure Schaefer's going to have a little bit of discussion with him to say, hey guys, come on, let's play possession. Let's not, let's get a little bit more, deliberate with our passes here. As Caldwell's trying to make a run in for a shot there, as I'm sitting there rambling inside the 18 now. It's just going to be passed out and kicked out by Ballard for a Tigers throw-in. As Blake Vivrette's going over to take the throw, scan and see what he's got, playing it in, finding Michael. No, is that Andrew? Who is that? Michael Henry. Can't tell with the headband on. It messes me up. And kind of bouncing around there, trying to get a shot off there as Ballard's keeper is going to pick it up and looking to punt it back out.
Like you said, I think Coach Schaefer will mention some things and try to get Caldwell County just to clean this one up. If they play a clean, crisp game tonight, something that to work on some things that they have been working on these past games, they could really put a lot of numbers on the board tonight. As Blake Vivrette finds Michael Henry. Henry a loose touch. Falls to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer now to Blake Vivrette. Vivrette, a wonderful pass through to Michael Henry. Hits a shot. Ooh, a good save there from Ballard Memorial. Michael Henry wants that one. That would have been his first goal for Caldwell County. And again, Ballard Memorial goalkeeper keeping it 2-0 here at Butler Stadium in favor of Caldwell County. I think that was a very good save. Kind of a instinctive save. He just reacted to it.
Yeah. I mean, the keeper's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job. He's had pretty good reaction times now. As Vivrette size up, take the corner. Corner is up. Henry get on the ball with a foot, but he's going to be deflected out as Peyton Lehman is going to cross it out now, looking for number 15 for Ballard, Christopher Johnson. Johnson there with the ball, I think, got played out, bounced off him. Is going to go in for a Tiger throw, and Risley with throw in, looking for Schultz. Finds Schultz. Schultz controlling the ball in the middle of the field. He's going to drop it back to Paredes. Paredes is the center of the field now. Can play it over wide to Witherspoon. Witherspoon dropping it back for Trimble. As Trimble is going to come out of the box and clear it away.
Ball cleared away by Trimble. Colin Schaefer challenging the header. Ends up with Bryson Bannister. Out wide, Bannister trying to play it back into the middle. Touched away by Peyton Lehman. Loose ball in the middle of the field. Barrett Schultz calmly just opens up, plays it back to Trimble. Trimble clears it away first time again. Really no one challenging the initial ball as Emma Lefevre gets the first touch to it now. Ball played into the corner. Number 4, Jordan Ross battling Nathaniel Paredes there. And it looks like he is limping a little bit. He might be playing through some pain tonight for Ballard Memorial.
And they were out there warming up. He was like that earlier too. So, they don't have a crazy amount of players. They're kind of like us. They kind of suffer with some depth in the bench for subs. And as Ballard's playing it up, and a good kick from about 35 yards out, looks like it was more of a pass. It's going to be scooped right up 100 Trimble as he clears away to center field, finding Blake Vivrette. Vivrette passing it off now to Schaefer. Schaefer looking up the field, trying to find Kinsolving. Kinsolving collecting the ball just outside the 18, and ref calls offsides again that I don't think was there.
Yeah, I think that one a little bit closer than the last one, but I think Jack kind of realized he was being held offsides, and he kind of checked back to make sure he's back on sides. And if he was offsides from our angle, it looked pretty good to me. It looked like a good run. So Jack will probably change his play style tonight, try to get some more chances in. He's having a little conversation with Coach Schaefer about it. Ball played up down the line or into the middle of the field by Ballard Memorial as Blake Vivrette picks his head up, plays it to Bryson Bannister. Bannister drops it back to Ethan Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon taking a touch past one defender, drops it back to Hunter Trimble. Trimble coming out of his box, clearing it up the middle of the field. No challengers from Caldwell County. Ball bouncing around in the middle of the field. Barrett Schultz takes possession, picking his head up. Nice little move past one defender. Tries playing the ball into the corner. Goalkeeper's going to come out and read it well. Pick it up before it goes out of the zone where he can pick it up with his hands. And now he's going to come out for another punt. Punts it down the field. It's going to land right at half field. Peyton Lehman with the first touch. down the line to Peyton Lehman. Lehman trying to get a touch past Ethan Weatherspoon. He gets the touch on the pass, and it's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw-in a couple feet away from the Ballard Memorial bench.
Ballard's, they're playing tough. They're getting on top of the ball quick. Whenever we're receiving the 50-50 balls, you've heard me talk about it several times, and Ballard's doing a heck of a job of winning a lot of these 50-50 balls. We're putting it out of the back, or when we drop the ball back to Trimble and Trimble's clearing it away, they're not really being contested. As Ballard's winning the 50-50 balls easy. Not a lot of height on them, so. And they're coming down winning them now as number 3's bringing the ball across the field just about 10 yards outside the 18. Now inside the defensive third, but Barrett Schultz there to clear it away as he clears it up to center field just inside to the bleachers with the fans there is going to be for a Ballard throw-in.
There's a heck of a clearance from Barrett there. That's a little bit of his goal kicks coming into play there as he clears it away from the box. Ends up in the middle of the bleachers. Now Ballard Memorial in possession. Throws it into the middle of the field to number 3, Logan Scott, as Michael Henry plays the ball through. Jack Kinsolving picking his head up. Kinsolving first touch to his left foot. Couldn't get the shot off. Drops it back just outside the 18 to Michael Henry. Pressure from behind. Touched away by Jordan Ross first. Now ball being played out of the back by Ballard Memorial. Bryson Bannister plays it into the middle to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer skipping past one defender, hitting a shot from distance, and again, a lot of power behind that one, but always going wide. And I think Jack Kinsolving there probably just hit that shot whenever you have it with the left foot instead of cutting back trying to set somebody else up. You're in a good position there. Go ahead and try to hit it back across the goal with your left foot, or try to put it near post.
Yeah, and then even when we collected the ball back with the deflection, with Michael Henry there was trying to wind up for a shot, and we're not talking, but number 4, Jordan Ross was coming on him hard, and there wasn't a word said, and maybe if we would have had a little bit more communication, let our guys know, or let Henry know that he was coming on, we could have kept the possession of the ball. His ball was cleared out. It's number 7 for Baltimore, running down that far side of the field, heading towards the corners. Barrett Schultz there to slow him down. Barrett Schultz controls the ball, just down the line, looking to clear it as he turns and clears it up, looking for Josh Sherrill. Josh Sherrill is intercepted though by number 44. Now it's Peyton Lehman controls it, looking out wide now for Jordan Ross. Jordan Ross coming to this outside line, cutting back into the middle. He's going to play it back over to Peyton. Peyton controlling the ball with Colin Schaefer there to a little bit of a tussle now between Bryson Bannister and Jordan Ross as the ball is going to go out for a Ballard throw.
Emily Lefevre on the throw-in here for Ballard Memorial, looking to throw the ball down the line over the head of Lehman. Hits off of Ethan Weatherspoon. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in. Weatherspoon's header hitting off the back of a Ballard Memorial player. Weatherspoon on the throw-in now. Throws it into Colin Schaefer into the middle of the field. Pressure from number 2, Jonah Ashworth. Ball ends up with Colin Schaefer finding Blake Vivrette. Vivrette finding Schaefer again. Plays the ball through. Michael Henry can't get a touch to it there as the goalkeeper read it well. Come out to get a clearance on it before Michael Henry or the defender from Ballard Memorial gets a touch. And Caldwell County's going to have to regroup and start again from a throw-in. Throwing it down the line is Darian Francis. First touched away by number 44, Colton Solinger on that far side against Josh Sherrill. Darian Francis running in for another Caldwell County throw-in.
Their keeper is playing rather well. Very, very impressed with that young man down there, as he's had several saves, and he's not scared to come out and contend whoever he's opposing for the ball. This ball is kind of bouncing around there. Josh Sherrill's going to play it up and looking for Michael Henry. Michael Henry just outside the 18, playing it across the center of the field, or center of the 18. Bannister winds up to get a shot off, and little left-footed shot there going straight into the keeper's hands. The keeper's going to clear it out, going across the center of the field as Schultz is going to run it down and more than likely drop it back to Trimble there. Trimble's going to clear it away, finding Peyton Lehman. Lehman controlling it, coming down with Nate Berettas. Berettas touching away, coming over across to the player side of the field, looking out wide, passing off to Bryson Bannister. Bannister going to drop it back to Berettas. Berettas controlling it, just going to play possession, drop it back again to Hunter Trimble. Trimble's going to come out and clear it away with his left. A little bit of a mishit there, didn't get much on it, but Ethan Weatherspoon's there to control and pick it up, but it's turned back over to Ballard by number 13, Darrell Williams. Williams passing up the line, looking for number 7. It's going to go out of bounds now for a Tigers throw. Seth Dowdy, number 7.
I don't really know what the ref is calling on that far side.
Looks like he turned it over for a Ballard throw, I believe, and I don't necessarily understand that, or is it a...
It is a Ballard free kick.
A free kick.
I don't really see any contact or anything on that far side, but I heard Blake Viverette calling for an indirect kick, and the ref does point away for a Ballard Memorial indirect free kick. Again, I didn't really see much of anything on that far side.
Might have been a little contact in the back or something, and he's been pretty soft on the calls as far as, you know, not letting him play. This ball's played down, but Tigers controlling it, coming up the left side with Bryson Bannister looking in the middle now, playing it up for Colin Schaefer with Michael Henry. Michael Henry with a touch on it, trying to find Kinsolvin, and he found Kinsolvin, and now Kinsolvin controlling the ball. Shot outside the 18, dribbling up the middle, just on top of the 18 with a shot, deflection off Ballard player, and just kind of trickled into the hands of the goalkeeper as Ballard's going to kick it out now. Kick is good, coming to center field, trying to find number 13, Darrell Williams. The ball is deflected back out to Barrett Schultz. He's finding Blake Viverette in the center of the field, passing up to Colin Schaefer, going down the right side of the field now to Jack Kinsolvin, back to the middle of Schaefer, back out to Kinsolvin and Schaefer inside the box, and for play back over with a left-footed shot there. The ball just a little too much, had to extend out, and I think a good touch on it, and a shot off and is scooped up by Ballard's keeper.
And just then, you mentioned talking being a main thing that Caldwell County hasn't done so far in this game. And just then, if Michael Henry would have called off Colin Schaefer on that shot, it's an easy first-time shot for him with pretty much a wide-open goal. The goalkeeper leaving that whole side wide open instead. Colin Schaefer sliding in for the shot. Still a decent effort from Caldwell County, but communication is a huge thing in this game. If you don't have it, you're going to struggle a huge amount. So just then, that's just a little thing. Michael Henry could have called off someone else and had a much easier shot and probably made this 3-0. Again, one of those things Coach Schaefer will probably bring up at halftime to fix in the second half.
Throw on by Ballard, looking for their player, but the Tigers intercepted it. But play down the field, a little bit of dribbling match going on. Number 13, Darrell Williams, come down the center field. Him and Perez tied up, controlling the ball still with Ballard inside the 18 as Barrett Schultz is there. There's a slide. Number 15 taking, looks to be kind of a shot, maybe a pass there, but it's going to go right in the hands of Hunter Trimble. Can't catch the sleeping, and that's what's going to happen if we do that. We can't underestimate this team. You're going to get your passes, make you good, clear, strong passes, get it out of there. As the ball's turned around to Kinsolvin passing up looking for Henry. Henry controlling it now as Schaefer taking a shot off the outside of his right foot, and you had the keeper there a little dazed, and the ball was curling in and just went wide. I think if he had just a little bit more angle on that, that would have trickled there right in the upper V.
Yeah, it was a very tough shot to hit, and Colin Schaefer hit it in a little smile whenever he turns back around. It looked like it might bend into that near post corner, but just stays wide, hits on the outside of the back net. So Ballard Memorial on the goal kick now, playing into the middle of the field. Number 6, Brian Allen, losing possession now. Bryson Bannister finds Colin Schaefer in the middle of the field. Schaefer can't get it out from under his feet. Still has possession, though. Finds Jack Kinsolvin. Kinsolvin opening it up, cutting back to his right foot. Michael Henry hits the shot, and it goes in. His first goal of his career. A lot of excitement there as Michael Henry gets his first tonight against Ballard Memorial with about 3 minutes left in the first half. Awesome thing to see. You see all the Caldwell County kids running up and congratulating Mike there. So awesome thing to see.
And, you know, 2 of our seniors now in the books for the evening, and 2 players getting their first goals of their career, and you hope to see us bring the score up anyway, but you would really like to see what you know on senior night for all the seniors to get a goal. What happened? You know, possibly there's a good chance it can. We just gotta play smart. Ballard takes the kick, playing out wide to number 7. Now played back in number 13, Darrell Williams. Ball deflected away now and was dropped to Michael Henry as he plays it up to center field. Number 44 clearing it back, Colton Sullinger. Ball's up in the air, 50-50, J.J. Harrell, and number as
I think JJ's all of 5'1" there, so I think really calling a foul on him on a jump there. I don't see much into it, but free kick nonetheless for Ballard Memorial. A couple guys lining up to take it. Looks like it's going to be number 3, Logan Scott, to take it. And with Michael Henry getting his first of his career, they're going to move him back to his center back role that he usually plays in and bring Nathaniel Paredes up top. As number 6, Brian Allen on Ballard Memorial, looking for a pass. First time shot hit. Barrett Schultz on the ball now. Just clears it away. And now a ball bouncing around in the middle of the field. Darrell Williams gets a touch to it. Ethan Weatherspoon skipping past 2 defenders. Plays it down to the line. Nathaniel Paredes and Logan Scott in a foot race now. Scott trying to find a pass. Kind of into a corner there. Ethan Weatherspoon lets it go out of bounds. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in right in front of the student section on that far side. Good little spell here from Caldwell County.
Yeah, and number 3 there, Logan Scott's definitely got some foot skills there as he can kind of controls the ball with 2 Tigers players on him and throws in by J.J. Harrell, finding Nate Paredes, dropping it back for Harrell, and Harrell wasn't reading it there, and we're going to pass it out of bounds for a Ballard throw in now as Logan Scott gears up to take it, finding Seth Dowdy, playing it up, looking for number 15, but there Michael Henry there to intercept it, controlling to bring it center of the field. Ken Sullivan intercept, gets a push from the back for sure. Definitely got that call in our favor as number 15, Christopher Johnson there, kind of come into the back of Ken Sullivan, plays it up. Colin Schaefer gearing up, coming across just outside the 18, looking for Sherrill. Sherrill with the wind-up with a left-footed shot. Now Paredes taking it up. Schaefer's going to take the kick, and just outside the 18 with a shot, and just wide again with his left.
And again, a good position there from Caldwell County. Schaefer opens up, gets a lot of power behind it, keeping that shot low. That's a tough one for any goalkeeper to save if it's that low with a lot of power on it. So he can put those on target. He'll more than likely score a goal or two tonight. Ballard Memorial's goal kick up the field. Barrett Schultz clearing it, and it's going to go out of bounds for a throw-in. Derek Fuquay on the far side catching it. Looks like he's trying to keep it until Ballard Memorial gets over there. Scott picking up for the throw-in now just in front of Derek.
I'd say halftime's coming up here any second. We stop the clock. We're just about 20 seconds left on it.
Good move there from Nathaniel Paredes, kind of shoving off a Ballard Memorial player. Colin Schaefer trying to play through Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving now played through by Paredes, and Kinsolving calmly finishes into the back of the net, making it 4-0. And again, the 3rd senior to get a goal for the night, and Caldwell County is rolling now. Just a very good play there. Nathaniel Paredes calmly it's a loose ball. Got one pass to make, really, or he could open up and try to make something else happen, but made the smart pass, gets Jack Kinsolving through, and Kinsolving grabs his first of the night.
There you go. You got your 3rd senior with a goal for tonight, and you've got, what are we down to, 3 more?
Yeah, I think Paredes.
Well, 4 more. Schaefer, 2 to get 1. So you got Paredes, Sherrill, Collin, and Bannister as Ballard takes the kick, drops it back to Logan Scott. Logan Scott looking up here in the field as he's kind of challenged, a little touch to the side. Him and Paredes are battling, going up the line. Josh Sherrill there to intercept as the whistle is blown for half.
Yep, going into halftime here, Caldwell County up 4-0 in this tough matchup here against Ballard Memorial. Good start to senior night, 1 half to go. We're going to take just a couple-minute break here and then come back to give you a little report before going into the second half. Thank you for tuning in, and keep on listening to WPKY Princeton 103.3 The Tiger.
You can always expect great things at Planters Bank. When we say expect great things, what we're really saying is Planters Bank is here to provide the financial services you need. Planters Bank believes in the strength of our community and is a full-service financial institution. Our employees have a true passion for helping our neighbors, and it shows. See Jake Pepper and the rest of the Planters Bank staff at 208 North Jefferson. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
October is Cooperative Month. A cooperative is an organization formed voluntarily by the people to achieve a goal for the common good. Penny Ryle Electric Cooperative was established in 1937 to provide electric service to just a few hundred people. Today, electricity co-ops like Penny Ryle Electric power more than half of the nation's landmass and upwards of 19 million American homes, businesses, farms, and schools. Penny Ryle Electric, serving the cooperative way for more than 81 years.
On this episode of the world's shortest sitcom by KFC. Like I always say, it's the inside that counts. Like what's inside my new KFC 10-piece chicken feast. It's 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes, and 4 biscuits for $19.99. Get more meal for the family for under $20. That's what really matters. It's pretty incredible what chicken can teach you about life. Anyways, KFC, it's finger looking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
This is Donnie Baker, owner of Audubell Hearing Center, and I am surprised that so many people still haven't heard about our new office location here in Princeton. That's right, the best hearing aid in the world is now available right here in the Princeton Plaza. If you're experiencing hearing loss, call for a free hearing test, 270-554-1900. 270-554-1900. I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
Fall is here, and let the entertaining begin. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. With family gatherings about to begin, we are offering for the month of October, buy a sofa and get the Love Cedar accent chair half off. Special orders are included. Wow, that's an exciting deal right there. Come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and take advantage of this awesome deal. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, 102 Northfield Drive in Princeton, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home should be.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Alec Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Back here at Ballard Stadium, Caldwell County doing a lot of things right, but still some things to work on during the second half. Going into the second half with a 4-0 lead. Jack Kinsolving grabbing one of the goals, Michael Henry grabbing one of the goals, and then Barrett Schultz had one, and he actually had two, didn't he?
Yep.
So the seniors really taking over tonight for Caldwell County. Still got a couple that need to get on the score sheet. They'll be trying to get on the score sheet, and the guys are excited. It's a good thing to see. They're happy. Any kind of win tonight would bring a lot of confidence, but a big win would especially bring a lot for their Monday night matchup against Hopkins County Central. They're going to need to play a good game then. And in the second half, me and you noticed some things that we would like to see them work on for the second half. One of those was talking.
Yeah, they got to communicate. You know, it's one of the things that they've struggled with all year, and it's difficult. You got and I saw with the middle school players. It's very difficult for them to get comfortable and communicate. And I think sometimes they don't. They think they kind of read each other's minds, or with their movement. And sometimes it is, but then it's not. I mean, there's certain hand signals and motions you'll say, like pointing to the ground when I'm with the ball at my feet, or back behind me. There's just different stuff. And there's a couple times I think Michael Henry would have actually secured another goal. At one point in time, he was just outside the 18 gearing to take a shot, and then number 4 for Ballard, Jordan Ross, was running him down and getting there and got to the ball before he could get the kickoff, and it's just one of those things that letting them know.
Yeah, talking's going to be a huge thing in the second half, and Coach Schaefer, kind of a quick talk, letting the guys get back on the field and kind of talk amongst themselves. They've got a good lead right now, 4-0, but me and you also mentioned you can't slack off against a team like this. Any underdog wants to come in and get a good result or have some good things happen, and Ballard's had a tough season, still looking for their first win. They're going to come out in the second half and really play hard, and one thing that me and you saw in the first half was whenever they get pressure on the ball, they're pressuring the ball as soon as Caldwell County gets a touch, sometimes with 2 or 3 players. So Caldwell County can use that to their advantage. If there's 2 or 3 players marking one, that means that there's some 1 or some 2 people open that they could get a pass to. So Caldwell County, some things to work on. Hopefully, if they work on those in the second half, it could be honestly a quick second half. If they keep making the chances that they're making and just talk a little bit and finish those chances, this one might end early for Caldwell County, and that'd be an awesome thing to see, honestly. But I think Caldwell County playing a pretty well first half. Like I said, they've got some things to work on, and I think Coach Schaefer, with his talk at halftime, hopefully they'll get some of those things fixed, and in the second half we'll be able to see those things up here.
Yeah, definitely. You want to, come to the second half, play possession, communicate with each other, and number one, to have fun. It is senior night, but play soccer, and really start to string some stuff together. Put some more in the back of the net, and like you said, it could be a quick second half. We just have to see, who comes out and wants it more. Second half teams, there's comebacks, there's just different pep talks and stuff that get people inspired, and they come out with different intensities. So you're just going to see, who's going to respond.
And me personally, playing for Coach Schaefer for a couple of years, I'm sure this halftime talk was that he's happy with the score line. He's happy how things are going so far, but there is some things to work on, some of the things that we've mentioned. And one of the things that he's really going to want to do in the second half is more than likely possess the ball, try to keep more possession, maybe try to tire Ballard out, and then create some chances, or just try to keep possession and just make yourselves look better. If you can keep possession the majority of the second half, that'll bring just as much confidence, in my opinion, as a couple goals would. Just knowing that you are playing your best soccer, keeping everything that you really want to as good as they're going, you're really you might see some things open up here for Caldwell County. So seniors playing well, everyone else on the field's playing well. Blake Viverette's especially been good in this first half, creating a couple chances, really good through balls. Found Michael Henry on a wonderful through ball. In my opinion, gorgeous thing, me playing midfield myself. Just seeing him split 3 or 4 defenders through one pass in a very tight space is an awesome thing to see. So Blake Viverette could be a key player in the second half. I know we keep mentioning the seniors, but he's one of the better players on this team, so they're going to need him in the second half to continue to play well. Looks like Caldwell County getting a little huddle in before the second half starts. Ballard Memorial talking with their coach up until just a second ago. He's talking to some players specifically. And I know we have a good crowd here tonight. Everything's going good tonight. It's a beautiful night for soccer. It's cooled down a little bit. Feels good up here. Sun went down so we can actually see the entire field now. That far corner's not nothing that we can't see now. So hopefully the big crowd will stay with us for senior night in between games. Dennis Stevens will be the one to announce all the seniors, give their little rundown for everything. And he'll be the one up here with me during the game. Me and John Miller up on the stand for the second game, with Dennis Stevens being the main commentator for that one as well. So big night here for Caldwell County. A lot of people here to see how good they're playing. That's a big thing. That'll also chip into some confidence. It's always a nice thing to see a lot of people in your student section, and then have all the family and stuff here. Senior night's always a huge thing, especially for the seniors, but there's so many people here able to watch it and everything, and we'll more than likely see some more pour in for the girls' games. So big night for Caldwell County so far, everything going to plan. They'll want to fix some things, but other than that, hopefully Caldwell County can keep the night going as they have been in the first half. And it looks like we're just a couple seconds away from starting the second half here as Caldwell County huddling up. And Ballard Memorial running out on the field, getting set in their formation.
Like you said, with the stands, it always helps build you up too. When you got people watching it, it's just something about, you want to make them proud, and you got a lot of love for it. You like hearing when you get cheered on, and it does you some good. And they've had a tough season. Tigers had a tough season, and sometimes you have that. You have your seasons to where you're going to struggle a little bit, and it takes you a while to find yourselves. And these boys have definitely improved. But the season goes by quick. It starts, and the next thing you know, it's over.
Second half starting here at Butler Stadium. Caldwell County up 4-0 on Ballard Memorial right now. One change being made for Caldwell County, keeping pretty much everybody on the same players on the field, moving Jack Kinsolving back into a center back role instead of being one of the attackers, as now number 4 Jordan Ross on the ball for Ballard Memorial, trying to get into that corner on the far side. Barrett Schultz meets him with a tough tackle and a good move to skip past the defender. Gets a touch down the line there. Good movement from Barrett there, and he's a confident player. He's got a lot of confidence on the ball, and you could see it there with the skill moves at hand.
And he's gotten comfortable too. A little bit earlier, you could tell, he hadn't played the field. He's typically in the goal. Got out there, got warmed up, and he's feeling it now. He's excited. He's got 2 goals. Who wouldn't be excited?
Caldwell County now on the possession. Michael Henry on the ball, trying to drop it back to a Caldwell County defender, as now Ross opens up, hits a shot with his right foot, blocked by the back leg of Jack Kinsolving. Now Bryson Bannister on the ball, playing it into the middle to Blake Viverette. Viverette gets the first touch, finds Colin Schaefer. Now back to Blake Viverette. Viverette trying to play it forward, too much on it. Ballard Memorial clearing it away into the corner. Ethan Weatherspoon gets the first touch. Williams playing it into the box. Hunter Trimble calls off Barrett there, and there's one thing we were talking about, a little bit of a talking there, calling off Barrett instead of Barrett having the kick himself as the punt away. Finds Colin Schaefer, ends up with Nathaniel Paredes. Now Paredes battling Allen on Ballard Memorial. Paredes still fighting to get through, now looking for a pass. Drops it back to Andrew Risley. Risley gets it on his favored left foot, plays it into the middle, finds Michael Henry. Now Blake Viverette on the ball, splitting a couple Ballard Memorial players, trying playing into the corner. The ref's going to call offsides on that far side on Bryson Bannister, and it's going to be a free kick coming off of that offsides call for Ballard Memorial.
I don't agree with that one either. I'm sorry. Y'all are going to hear me do it. I'll disagree with the refs all night. Maybe I was wrong, but I didn't see the offsides there. But Viverette playing a little bit too tough there. You know, Bannister's doesn't have the most speed there, but he's there. He's positioning well. But you know, just playing a little bit too much up for him there.
Allen winds back, hits the free kick up the field, finding Peyton Lehman. Lehman trying to drop the ball back to Allen. Allen clears it away. Barrett Schultz winning the header again. I think I've said that a million times tonight, but headed it to no one really challenging the second ball. Is Ethan Weatherspoon battling Williams now on the ball. Williams getting a touch down the line into the corner. Good shoulder-to-shoulder play there for Caldwell County. Ref is going to disagree. It's going to be a free kick for Ballard Memorial in a decent position, and it's just one of those things, a shoulder-to-shoulder play. If it's both players leaning in and you hit shoulder-to-shoulder like the name of it says, it's supposed to be a clean call, a clean tackle. So, again, I'm not seeing much in it there. I think it was a very good challenge from Barrett Schultz, and the Ballard Memorial player still had a chance to get to the second ball.
Yeah, Scott looking to take the kick just outside the 18. Whistle's blown. Kick is up. And took a bounce right in the hands of Trimbles. Trimbles picks it up. It's coming out to the 18, kind of surveying and seeing what he's got. Taking his time, being smart. We're possibly looking at our future keeper for this next season and, you know, a few more years ahead. Ball's kicked out and controlled by Memorial, but turned back over to Tigers as Viverette picks it up. Looks up forward, finding Nathan Paredes. Paredes coming inside the 18. Paredes just inside and winding up for the shot, but pushed away by the keeper. And going to cross the goal line, so it's going to be for a Tigers corner.
And you can see Nate just turning around, big smile on his face there. He's played a defending role pretty much his entire high school career, mainly as a right back or a left back, whichever side they need him on. And he's been one of the leaders this year for Caldwell County and getting a chance there to shoot. Big night for him as Colin Schaefer plays the ball into the middle. Barrett Schultz gets ahead to it, and it's a hat trick. You don't often hear us say your all-region goalkeeper getting a hat trick, but I'm glad I get to say it tonight. Awesome for Barrett Schultz tonight.
Yes,
that's going to make it 5-0 for Caldwell County with about 35 minutes left in the second half.
And it's definitely a different play action. Is, you know, Barrett's intense and he's excited and he's going up. He's wanting to win those balls that come in, and we talk about all the time. You go up, it's a 50-50 ball, and you win it, and you get a good connection on it, and you get it knocked in the back of the net. Now as he is coming away tonight, at least with his hat trick.
It's crazy that he has tripled his scoring tally for his entire career in a half and 5 minutes. So big night for Barrett tonight, and kind of seeing his versatility there. As big of a goalkeeper as he is, size has never been his strong suit, and he has a big bounce behind him. He can jump out of the roof. So just then, we've seen it on the two-headed goals for him tonight, just jumping pretty much higher than anybody else challenging. So big night for Barrett Schultz tonight. I wouldn't doubt him being on the field for the rest of this game and probably grabbing another as Nathaniel Paredes battling for possession in the middle of the field. Drops it to Andrew Risley. Risley playing into the middle to Colin Schaefer. Good pass there. Schaefer can't get it off of his foot. Now Ballard Memorial trying to play it through. Barrett Schultz cleans it up, plays it out for a throw-in for Ballard Memorial, and it looks like Caldwell County is going to get a substitution whenever they can on. It looks like Darian Francis is going to check in. Number 6, Brian Allen, moving up for the throw-in just in front of the stand here. Me, Adam, and John up on the stand tonight for the call of the game. Throws it in to Lehman. Good step there from Risley. Risley trying to play it out and find Josh Sherrill. Couldn't get a first touch to it. and it's going to be another throw-in for Ballard Memorial.
A little frustration there with Sherrill as he just couldn't get to it in time, but he's giving it his best effort there. As number 6, Allen's looking to gear up for the throw-in again and throwing it into Lehman toward the center of the field. Michael Henry there to take the ball, battling with Nate Paredes. As Logan Scott now and Jordan Ross controlling the ball for Ballard, dropping it back to Logan Scott, playing it over, looking for Peyton, and goes a little wide as Bryson Banner's going to control it, drop it over to Colin Schaefer, passing half field and playing up, looking for Michael Henry. Michael Henry with a missed touch there, playing over now for Paredes inside the 18, but there's just a little too much. The keeper's going to come out and collect it and going to punt it away.
Paredes is just that couple steps away from getting his first of the night, and I do believe his first of the career as well. Jack Kinshoffing dropping it back to Hunter Trimble there. Trimble hitting it up the field. Ballard Memorial still in possession until Blake Viverette swoops in, keeps the ball in play, skips past one defender. Nice skill move there, but it's cleared away by Lehman. Lehman with a shot from distance. Easy catch there for Hunter Trimble. And you mentioned it earlier. I hadn't really even thought about it. We could be looking at Caldwell County's goalkeeper for the next couple of seasons to come. He's played well when he's been in there, and good minutes tonight from Hunter Trimble so far.
Jordan Ross for Ballard there playing it up, looking for Williams. Williams with a cross back in, but no one there for Ballard. They're going to be scooped up by Trimble. You know, we've been coaching middle school in the past, and you know, Hunter is a freshman now. He played keeper for us, and he's a quality keeper. And you got to look for who's going to fill that role as the senior graduate this year. As the ball's played up, looking for Michael Henry, but a touch off of Ballard. Henry controlling it back up though. Bryson Bannister there, looking it over, finding Paredes in the middle, drop it back to Henry, just outside the defensive third of the Ballard side. Paredes controlled just outside the top of the 18, inside the 18, and controlling the inside the box. A little bit of tough aggression there being played as Bryson Banner's looking across it in. Is going to go straight in the hands of the keeper there for Ballard, looking to punt it out.
And just then, that was kind of the shoulder-to-shoulder play that we were talking about there. They let him play this time as the goalkeeper punts it up the field. Another good punt, 50-50 ball, still bouncing around as Blake Viverette has it in the middle. Looks like it's going to be a handball on number 4, Jordan Ross, on that far side. Viverette picking his head up, looking for a pass. Plays the ball towards the box. Nathaniel Paredes gets the first touch to it, still bouncing around. Michael Henry on the ball inside the box, still going. Allen clearing it away now. Bryson Bannister, first time shot. Got a decent amount of power behind it. Tough angle there. That would have been a spectacular goal if it had went in. And always going wide there is now Darian Francis is going to check in for Caldwell County. Still not sure who he's going to be taking off.
I think he's taking out Barrett. I saw Barrett look up all ago, and he actually motioned to Schaefer to sub out.
He's confident.
Oh, yeah, he's coming off with a big smile on his face.
He's happy. His night's made. That's a good thing to see. Ball cleared away on the goal kick from Ballard Memorial. Andrew Risley on the throw-in right in front of the stand here again. Backing up for the throw-in, tries to find Colin Schaefer. A little bit too short. Risley on the header now. Colin Schaefer, a good header through. Allen gets the first touch. Nathaniel Paredes winning it straight off of the touch. Now Paredes trying to cut back. Plays it into the middle of the 18. Michael Henry tries feeding it straight back to him. Just bouncing around just outside the 18. And now it's played out by Ballard Memorial as they try to start a counterattack. Cleared down the line. It's hit by Andrew Risley. Ballard Memorial is going to shield it out. Number 44, Colton Solinger there for a Ballard Memorial throw-in. And Caldwell County, they're doing a better job possessing the ball now. Michael Henry a couple seconds ago connecting 4 or 5 passes, dropping into a midfield role while he's playing striker. So some good play there from Caldwell County possession-wise. And they're going to call another illegal throw-in, this time on Ballard Memorial. And Caldwell County is going to try to start an attack on their own from the same position. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're coming out. They had some pep talk going on, and then definitely string together. Not trying to force it. You know, you definitely see that Michael Henry and them are excited to try to get in there, and Paredes, and it looks like they're really trying to feed Paredes to get him a goal tonight. But they're taking their time, not forcing it, and that's how you do it. You don't force it. If you don't have it, you don't go for it. The ball's played out by Ballard. It's going to be controlled by Kinsaw. Kinsaw is sending it back up the field, looking for Michael Henry. Michael Henry there on the first touch, trying to drop it back to Viver Bannister. Bannister there first, and Henry controlling it. We're going to play it out wide to Bannister. Bannister just controlling it, playing possession, dropped it back to Henry. Henry playing it up, looking for Paredes. Paredes is just inside the 18, but cleared away by Ballard. Josh Sherrill's there to intercept it. Sherrill with a touch. Can he control it? It got played just across the goal line. It's going to be a Ballard goal kick. Paredes has been getting in good positions. He's had one good, clean chance. Defender right on him. I think that might have caused him to rush the shot a little bit, hit the goalkeeper in the hands on the near post. But I think, like you said, I think they are trying to feed him, trying to get him that first goal. And if he keeps getting in the positions he's getting in, he'll probably grab one tonight as Ballard Memorial goalkeeper on the goal kick, plays it up the line. No touch on it from either team, and it's going to be a throw-in for Caldwell County by Andrew Risley. Risley picking the set up, looking for a pass. Still looking as Risley. Throws it in to Viverette, and they're going to call another illegal throw in there.
Oh, I thought he called him for the high kick there for a minute, and I was going to say, man, come on. But
that would have been a rough call if it was a high kick call, because it had crossed my mind too, and I was really hoping it wouldn't have. Allen looking for a throw in now. Throws it down the line looking for Williams. Sandwiched in between Sherrill and Risley. Ball still bouncing around. Still bouncing around. And now it's Jordan Ross. Ross trying to play Williams through. Finds him. Williams getting through. Cutting back to his right foot. Hitting a shot with a decent amount of power. Loose ball comes out. Hit by Ballard Memorial. A lot of power behind it. And that wasn't actually a very bad shot from that angle and how he was running up on it.
No, definitely not. Just a little bit too much on it. Went over to that far side of the goal there and just over top by about 2 feet or so. But, you know, Ballard's still hungry, still wanting it. They're definitely not letting up as Trimble now sets up to take the goal kick.
That should be enough to keep the blood pumping for Caldwell County. Those little things, they've got to be a little jump start for Caldwell County, try to get things going again as Colin Schaefer tries playing it over the top to Michael Henry or Nathaniel Paredes. Henry gets a touch to it on the loose ball. Blake Viverette trying to get there before the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper gets the first touch. Viverette getting the second. Viverette into the middle to Paredes. Paredes hits it, just a little bit of a chop shot. Didn't hit it as cleanly as he wanted to. And it's going to go wide for a Ballard Memorial goal kick.
The frustration is he's shaking his head. He's walking away. And they want it so bad. You know, it's your last game, your high school, or not your last game, last seasonal game of your high school career is going to the districts, and you definitely want to try to seal one away tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of memories on this field for these seniors. This is the last time they get to play on it in a competitive game. So, unless you consider the alumni game a competitive game, which I think me and you do, so they've got at least one a year, and they get to have that competitive game on Butler Stadium. But
to relive the glory.
Last time you get to play in that Caldwell County jersey on Butler Stadium. It's a big night for the seniors as Michael Henry tries playing into the corner to Bryson Bannister. Goalkeeper going to come out again. He's read the play very well tonight. I've actually been really impressed with Ballard Memorial's goalkeeper.
He's very aggressive. He's not scared to come out, and he's been doing it all night. And they definitely have a play there. As Viverette's trying to bring it down center field and getting, I believe I would have called that. He tripped up from the back there, but the left ref's going to let him play. As Colin Schaefer's controlling just outside the 18. Controlling around with a couple good touches. It winds up with the shot off his right, deflected off number 6, Allen. Schaefer comes in for the slide tackle to control it and pick it back up inside the 18. Deflection off. Schaefer controlling it still just outside the 18. Controls around, and he got the call that time there now.
Blake Viverette trying to take it quick. Catch the goalkeeper off his line, picks his head up. Tries playing it through to Michael Henry. I don't think he hit it as clean as he wanted to. Cleared away by Ballard Memorial, and now it's going to be played out for a throw-in.
Little talking going back and forth there between Viverette and Schaefer. I think they're a little upset on who took the free kick.
I think Viverette just telling them that they're having fun. So you can't forget that part. You mentioned it earlier. You're out here. You're up 5-0 right now. You pretty much got everything you want in tonight. So just have fun. Play the rest of this game. Do the things that you need to do, but have a lot of fun doing it. And Colin Schaefer now on the ball, picking his head up, trying to find a pass through. A wonderful pass through. And oh my goodness, again. Michael Henry, I think, timed his run perfectly there. And, yes, the line did step up as soon as he started running through, but I think he timed that one really well there. A bit of an unlucky call again for Caldwell County, as offsides has been something that's really kept them from blowing this one open even more.
Yeah, definitely, and they're getting a little frustrated, but they're still going to, hustle, play hard as Ballard plays it up, looking for Schaefer. Schaefer controlling the ball, and back to Paredes. Schaefer again with it, dribbling up the field. It's coming down that left side. Just outside the 18, cuts back to the middle, enters the 18 with a shot off his right, and a little bit of a mishit there, and it's going to go right into the hands of the keeper.
Punted away by the goalkeeper, goes over Risley and the Ballard attacker as Jack Kinsolvin comes in, cleans it up, hit with a hard challenge there, no call, as Williams now still going as Williams. Sliding challenge in there as Weatherspoon can't get a touch to it. A little bit of a push in behind, and the ref is finally going to call a foul there.
In favor of us there, finally, is Williams there. You tell you got a little bit of frustration going on. And
looks like he might have caught Hunter Trimble a little late there, too.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the whistle there blown in our favor. You definitely don't want to see a keeper get hurt, especially with a few, we got games ahead of us now.
Trimble playing it to Kinsolving. A bit of a loose pass. Neither one reacted well, and now it's Ross through on goal for Ballard Memorial and beats Hunter Trimble on the goal.
Yeah, come on, ref! Yeah.
And I think a little bit of the ref on our side saying it's on that ref side of the field, so it's his call. Ball didn't come out of the box, so it's still not being played yet. Ballard Memorial player runs into the box, pick the ball up.
Well, I think he
and
blew the whistle, didn't he, for the foul?
Still a little bit of confusion going on here. It looks like the goal is going to stand for Ballard Memorial. That's going to make it 5-1 here at Butler Stadium. And still, ref kind of talking with everybody, trying to clear things up. Ref on our side, I think he might have been in our favor. He kind of just said that it was on the other guy's side of the field, so it's his call. So
yeah, but that doesn't ever stop them. The refs call fouls on the other side of the field all the time, so I don't buy that.
I agree.
We've had a few disagreements with this ref on our side anyway, a few times in the past. And
just one of those things, though. Caldwell County's going to have to respond. Definitely not something they would have wanted to happen, but it did happen, so they're just going to have to get back into this one. A bit of frustration there, especially after the call, because, yeah, it might upset us and stuff, but we're not on the field. I got a feel for the guys who, Jack Kinsolving, that one kind of looks bad on him if you don't really know what's going on, if you're just here watching or you're watching the live stream and you really don't know about the calls or nothing like that, so it kind of looks bad on his part. But Caldwell County's still playing a very good game, up 5-1 right now. Kinsolving dribbles out of the back now, looking for a pass, splits two more defenders looking for a pass, still drops it out wide to Darian Francis. Francis picks his head up, looking for a pass himself. Francis, long ball into the middle. Michael Henry comes back off a loose touch from Ballard to clean it up. Viverette trying to hit a pass through first time, didn't hit it as clean as he wanted to. And a good header there, one from Andrew Risley. Couldn't get a touch to it as Caldwell County, ball bouncing around. Hits off of Bryson Bannister's head, and it's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw-in over towards the Ballard part of the stands.
First time I think I've seen Bannister without his headband on tonight is I'm pretty sure the ref told him he couldn't wear it, and I've seen that before in the past. I'm surprised he's been able to wear it because it's got the knot in it.
Yeah, that's what he came over here and told Coach Schaefer about it. So I was wondering the same thing, and I never even thought about the knot on the back of it. That probably was the main reason of it not being able to be worn. As Williams now battling Ethan Weatherspoon, 1v1 for the ball. Weatherspoon still trying to play out of the back. Williams gets a touch to it. Now Weatherspoon trying to shield it out before it goes out of bounds. Takes a touch to it, and then Williams just hitting it out of bounds. It's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in right in front of the concession stand on the far side.
Darian Francis there set up to take the throw. And it changed it up and let Witherspoon take it now.
And I think while there's a throw-in on that far side, we've got about 20 minutes left in the second half. It's 5-1 here at Butler Stadium. Thank you for tuning in, and continue to listen or watch the live stream. You're listening to WPKY 103.3 The Tiger.
Authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion. Maria specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Or you might want to try the new street tacos. Tacos de asada, tacos de carnita, or tacos de chorizo. La Pontesina is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30. And Sundays, 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Pontesina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
This is Brad Harrelson, a financial advisor with Encompass Wealth Management. I've been partnered with the Woodall Insurance Agency for the past 13 years. In just the same way the Woodall Agency has worked hard to be your local insurance agent, I want to be the person you think of for your financial advice. So give me a call at 365-5541 or stop by our office in Princeton to discuss your financial future. You'll be glad you did.
back here at Butler Stadium tonight. Caldwell County playing a good game so far. Got about 19 and a half, maybe right close to 19 minutes left in the second half. 5-1 on the scoreboard for Caldwell County. A very good night offensively is now Blake Viverette tries finding Jack Kinsolving in the middle of the field. Kinsolving dribbling, picking his head up, looking for a shot or a pass. Plays it through, and I think Michael Henry just came back to try to get back onside, try to check back for a pass, and a little bit of a missed time there. As it's punted away by the Ballard Memorial goalkeeper. No touch from Francis or the Ballard Memorial player. Francis looks like he's going to try to see that out for a throw-in. Does, and he's going to throw it down the line to Viverette. Viverette tries to head it back down the line to Bannister, and it's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw-in. Hunter Trimble checking back into the game, this time to play the field. J.J. Harrell also coming on the field. Looks like Hunter Trimble's going to take off Ethan Weatherspoon, and Harrell's going to take off Andrew Risley. Risley, some pretty good minutes, especially during this the entire game, but especially during the second half. Won a couple very big headers. That's a good thing to see.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Risley's been very instrumental in this defense, and especially in the future, he's going to be as another player that's, a freshman, and along with J.J. Harrell and Blake Viverette, going to be very instrumental for helping to lead these Tigers. Is I think we've got two seniors for next year, is Hagan and Darian Francis both return, and then you're going to have a team made up of sophomores and freshmen, unless we pick up some other recruits in the next year and the next season.
Oh, good ball there from Kinsolving. Paredes can't get a touch to it, and it's going to be touched away and go out for a corner kick on our near side. Good ball in there from Kinsolving. Good separation. Nathaniel Paredes separating himself from the defenders, and a good ball in there, and they'll see if they can get a good corner in here from Colin Schaefer. But like you said, only two seniors next year, and then it's going to be a lot of sophomores and freshmen, and some of those freshmen coming up got some big players in Hayden Ball and Graydon Miller and a couple others coming through. So some guys that can really help out this program, and you've seen it in JV games with Hayden playing and everything. Size has been their main thing, and varsity is going to be tough for them next season, but I mean, the kids are tough as nails, so I really don't think it'll affect them mentally too much. It might just some of their play.
I'd say, 2019 is still going to be a rebuild and restructure, and we're going to see a lot more experimental time with the lineup and seeing who's going to play where. And then I would say 2020 look to have a pretty tough, varsity team coming out here as we go through 2020 and 2021, and I expect those next 3 years to be some pretty good Tigers team there. Ballard controlling the ball, is bringing it up wide, is Logan Scott. Ball goes out of bounds now for a Tigers throw, and I get kind of tongue-tied there as the ball's thrown at Francis, finding Colin Schaefer. Schaefer controlling it just on the fan side of the field, playing it up a corner, looking for Bannister. Bannister running it down with number 21 with Ballard, so they're going to play it out of bounds for a Tigers throw-in.
This field is so much more narrow than most soccer fields, especially varsity fields. Caldwell County will have to deal with that Monday night whenever they travel to Madisonville North. We mentioned it, me and Dennis, during the girls' game. Wonderful facilities there at Madisonville North as a shot going well over the bar and going over the back net from Colin Schaefer. But North has a very nice soccer facility. The varsity field is, in my opinion, one of the best around here. So they'll have a good field to play on, but it is a lot wider. A lot of teams come into Caldwell County, and they're not used to it being this narrow. Some teams struggle with that, so it's kind of an advantage here, but one of those things Caldwell County has to adjust to whenever they go to other places.
I think our fields, the length, are we matching everybody up with the length, or are we a little bit longer?
I think we might be a little bit longer. That's just what that's what I think. I think I've heard that before. Obviously, I'm not 100% about that, but I do know that it is a lot more narrow. That's why Caldwell County doesn't host regional games or regional tournament games, because the field is narrow and the sidewalk is so close, which cuts a lot of the distance, meaning that Caldwell County can't add on to the field or anything like that. So
should be a Ballard throw. Ballard's going to take the throw and looking for an open player. Nothing there. Just throwing right to Bannister. Bannister controlling it, bringing it into Michael Henry. Henry the deflection and going to Paredes, and off of Paredes is going to be for a Ballard goal kick.
Coach Schaefer sending on two more subs. Andrew Risley checking back in for Hunter Trimble on the far side. Colin Schaefer going to come in for Blake Viverette. Wonderful minutes from Blake Viverette so far in this game. He's been really creative. And again, he's going to be one of the bright spots for this team in the coming years that you mentioned. And he's played with some of those guys that are coming up for freshmen next year. You've had Bob in some of the teams that you've coached and everything, so he's going to be a big part of this program.
Oh yeah, definitely. I kind of expect him to come in and to fill possibly a forward, the high forward, along with Graydon Miller and and possibly playing center mid as we look. Hayden will probably pick up the center mid position. There's a lot of mixture, and we've coached them a select team, and they've all played well together, and looking forward to it. Again, their size is going to hurt us still, and athleticism is where we're going to get beat a lot. As the JV teams they played this year are made up a lot of sophomores and freshmen and some 8th graders, but they're still big, and they're going to have to contend with that in these upcoming years. But I think you give them a year of playing together, and then they're going to really string some stuff together. As Caldwell's controlling the center of the field now, as Witherspoon playing it up to Schaefer. Schaefer controlling it, looking for Paredes, and just a little too much. I think Perez was ready. It's going to the 18 and picked up by the Ballard's keeper.
Got about 13 minutes left in this game. I think fitness is kind of being a struggle right now. Not saying that any of the players are fit, but a lot of the guys on the field getting a little tired now. I think Nathaniel wasn't really looking for a through ball there, looking for more of a ball to his feet and try to create something. As now a ball bouncing around. Allen on Ballard Memorial hits the ball up the field. Now Michael Henry heading it down to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer dribbling past one defender, looking out wide, tries playing into the corner to Bryson Bannister. Bannister trying to get a touch to it, and it's touched away. Going to be a Caldwell County corner on the far side this time. I think that's the first corner Caldwell's had from that side.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And like you said, you talk about Paredes. Paredes is not used to playing that forward position, so it's a lot more runs and, constantly looking for the through ball and the crosses. Now Schaefer lines up to take that corner off his left foot, looking in the middle for Paredes. Witherspoon controlling it, kind of bouncing around just outside the 18. It's him and Lehman battling out. Lehman comes away with the ball, bringing it up in front of the player's bench. Played into the middle. Is Risley going to send it back down, looking to be inside the 18, but headed away by number 21 for Ballard. Lehman controls it again now, playing it up, looking for Williams. Williams on a foot race now with Kinsolving. Kinsolving going to drop back to Barrett. Barrett scanning, and he's going to play it out calmly out to Kinsolving. Kinsolving controlling it, looking to send it down the field, and rolled out of bounds for a Tigers throw.
Looks like they're going to make it a Ballard throw.
Nah, this rep down here is still calling it for Tigers.
Looks like no one really knows what's going on the field. Some people are calling for subs. Some people are trying to get the throw in. It looks like Barrett come in and play a couple minutes as goalkeeper. He's going to come back out now and have Hunter Trimble step back into the goal.
Brought him out to check him out there for a little bit. Like we said, we saw a little bit of contact.
Throw in from Caldwell County. Jack Kinsolving can't keep control of it. Now it's Scott on the ball. And now Josh Sherrill trying to get a touch to it. Can't. Long shot from number 8, Peyton Lehman, and it's going to go all the way back through to Hunter Trimble. He's going to pick that one up easily and just roll it out to Jack Kinsolving. Kinsolving picking his head up, playing it down the line to J.J. Harrell, just trying to keep possession here. Harrell on the ball now. Can't get the ball off his feet. Williams trying to get a touch to it. He's battling Kinsolving for possession. Scott now on the ball trying to get a pass out. Plays it through to Ross. Ross gets the first touch to it. Looked like he might have been offsides. Risley gets a touch away from it. Ross still on the ball. Picking his head up looking for a pass. Risley gets a touch to it, and it's going to go out for... I'm sorry, it didn't go out.
Kinsolving picked it up. Dribbling up the field. I cannot talk tonight. Passing in the middle for Schaefer. Schaefer looking up, going out wide for Bannister. Bannister control right in front of the fans, in front of the bleachers there. Looking up for Henry. Henry controlling, going to tap it back off for Bannister there, but Bannister was way back there. I think it was a little too early for him to get caught up. As Ballard comes away with it, Lehman clears it. It can be a Tigers throw.
Yeah, I think Michael there just wanted to lay it back out wide to Bryson Bannister and keep the counterattack going. Instead, just got a loose touch to it, and it trickled through.
Yeah, just a little bit too early. I think he knew his plans and stuff there, but he didn't give Bannister enough time to get caught back up.
Looks like number 6, Brian Allen, on that far side, going to be the one to take the throw in. Finds Williams in the middle of the field, hits it first time. It goes all the way back to Brian Allen. Can't get a touch to it. It's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw in on the far side. Darian Francis with the throw. Francis throwing it into the middle of the field to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer Good little pass over the top to Bryson Bannister. Bannister getting the ball touched away by number 3, Logan Scott. On the far side, it's going to be a Ballard Memorial throw-in into the corner. Actually, it's going to be a Caldwell County throw-in. They're going to let Darian Francis take it now as the ref overturns the call. Francis winding back for the throw-in. Throws it to the middle of the box. Finds Paredes. Paredes with the header. Hits off the crossbar. Hits the back net.
So much heartache there. He is trying so hard, folks, to get one in there, and we want the man to get it as he looks like he's getting stretched out a little bit, but Michael Henry is his right calf seems to be giving problems, and he's running a lot tonight, so he's not used to it and going to cramp up a little bit. And
what a header. I was hoping so bad.
Oh, me too.
It looks like they're actually going to get maybe the trainer out to check on him, and a substitution coming in for Paredes now.
It's even nice there you see as the keep comes out to kind of talk to Paredes a little bit and see what's going on. And you enjoy that. I enjoy seeing teams when they can talk and communicate with each other. It's not always competition and bad blood where you hate each other. You're actually, you care for your fellow soccer player.
Yeah, now I will say I'll give credit to Ballard Memorial and playing against them every season for the 4 seasons I played for the high school team. They're a very respectful team to always play against, no matter how the game's going, how the game's going for them. Even if it's not going in their favor, they're always checking on people. They'll sit and talk to you like you've been friends your entire life. So Ballard Memorial always a really respectful opposition to play against, and I think with Paredes down now, trainer getting out to him, we might just take a couple second break here at Butler Stadium. 5-1 still here at Butler Stadium in Caldwell County's favor. You're listening to 103.3 The Tiger.
Now, the all-new 2019 Silverado from Chevrolet with the steely-eyed front end that will surely grab your attention. Space, comfort, and convenience all found in its accommodating interior with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi makes communicating simple. The new Silverado is mostly steel, unlike Ford, who went with aluminum for better fuel mileage. The Silverado gets you 22 mpg on highway and a stronger truck. The all-new Chevrolet Silverado will still be the most dependable, longest-lasting truck you will ever own. Tri-Hughes Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we're family-owned and managed by people who care more about you.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
During your most difficult hours, you deserve the most understanding and caring service available. That is what you get at Morgan's Funeral Home. That's what separates us from the rest. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Back here at Butler Stadium, Caldwell County up 5-1 still on the scoreboard right now. A good showing from Caldwell County. Little bit more relaxed in the second half. Caldwell County getting 1 goal, the other 4 coming in the first half, and we had to take that break just then. Nathaniel Perez cramping up a little bit, and I did get confirmation from him coming off the field with a little smile, and he was laughing, saying he was cramping up. So probably the heat throughout the day getting to him a little bit there, and he'd come off the field walking on his own under his own strength. So he might come back out here to finish out senior night. They might just take him off and save him for Monday. But Caldwell County with possession on the far side throws it in. Michael Henry now on the ball against a couple of Ballard Memorial defenders. Henry, good ball into the middle, good first touch away by Ballard Memorial, Logan Scott. And now second ball, still a Ballard Memorial, just outside the 18. Bryson Bannister on the ball now. Tries playing it across, cleared away, and now Colin Schaefer on the ball, picking his head up looking for a pass. Schaefer cutting back to his left foot, hitting a shot from distance, bounces off of Logan Scott's back. Still going is Caldwell County. Josh Sherrill lays it off to Blake Vivrette. Vivrette tries playing into the middle to Michael Henry. No one there to hit the shot. Ball still bouncing around as Michael Henry can't get a touch to it. It's cleared away. Number 18, Peyton Lehman. Now the ball inside the middle of the field. Colin Schaefer again on the ball. Picking his head up with his left foot. Hitting the shot. A lot of power. A wonderful finish there from Colin Schaefer. What a wonderful goal. Finally gets one to go his way. He's hit a lot with a lot of power. He's kept a lot of them low. That one letting it rip and hit a wonderful shot there with his left foot, picking out the far post, top corner. Nothing the goalkeeper could do there. It is 6-1, Caldwell County's favor now. Definitely the biggest win for Caldwell County this season. Their other win, a 4-0 victory over Lyon County. So big night here from Caldwell County. Another senior grabbing a goal. And speaking of seniors, Nathaniel Paredes is going to come back onto the field, and he's going to stay up top in an attacking role. They're going to move Blake Viverette into a center back role, so good to see him back on the field. Hopefully his cramps won't hurt him anymore this second half, as now Ballard Memorial just playing the ball back to get this game started. Again, we got about 4 minutes left in regular time. Shouldn't be too much stoppage time. We'll have a couple of minutes for the Nathaniel Paredes injury as Bryson Bannister trying to keep possession. Can't. Now ball over the top, and it's going to be caught by Hunter Trimble very easily. Trimble picking his head up, looking for a pass out, rolls it to right past Kinsolving. J.J. Harrell trying to get a touch down the line, and now Ballard Memorial in possession. Plays it into the middle, number 4, Jordan Ross. Ross picking his head up, getting past Jack Kinsolving. J.J. Harrell clears it off of Ross, and it's going to just roll all the way back very easily to Hunter Trimble. And now Trimble again on the ball, this time picking a punt. Punts it down the field. Lehman with the first touch. A good first touch. Finds Ballard Memorial player number 2. And it's played out by Caldwell County. Bryson Bannister on the far side still on the ball. Plays Ethan Weatherspoon in the middle of the field. Ethan Weatherspoon on the ball. Excuse me. Plays it. Tries to play it into the corner to Bryson Bannister. Again, a little too much on it. And it's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw in front of their stands. Blake Viverette just hitting the ball right back out of bounds. A throw in from almost the same spot now for Ballard Memorial. Looking for options is number 45, Emma Lefevre. Throws it into Logan Scott. Scott playing it up the line. Francis heads it out of bounds into the middle of the stands. And it's going to be a Ballard Memorial throw in again, just about 10, 15 yards farther down the field. It's going to be Logan Scott to take this throw in this time. Scott picks his head up, throws it in the middle of the field to Jordan Ross. Ross gets a touch to it. Darrell Williams trying to get a touch to it now as the ball is bouncing around. No one claiming possession. Ball through. Jack Kinsolving takes the first touch, picks his head up looking for a pass, cuts back on Jordan Ross. Good move there. Still looking for a pass out as Kinsolving. He just clears it up the field. What a ball over the top to Nathaniel Paredes. Paredes gets the first touch. 1v1 with the keeper. Just one too many touches there. Paredes will want that one back. Good ball over the top from Jack Kinsolving. Paredes a 1v1. Just took one too many touches. Goalkeeper comes out, picks it up fairly easily. Now, again, pretty much the same situation we were just in as Kinsolving gets past one defender. This time finds Colin Schaefer in the middle of the field. Schaefer hit with a tackle from behind. Still on the ball as Schaefer tries laying it off to Ethan Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon finds Schaefer in the middle. Schaefer, ball over the top, a little bit too much on it. Goalkeeper's going to come out and take claim to this one and just have an easy pickup. Goalkeeper punting it down the field. Another good punt from the goalkeeper. Well past half field. Weatherspoon can't get a touch, and now it's Williams. Darrell Williams getting a touch through. Jack Kinsolving shielding the ball off well there. Bit of a grab from behind. No call. Williams, good cut back there. Still on his right foot is Williams, and hits the shot past Hunter Trimble. It's a second goal tonight for Ballard Memorial. No call on the contact from the back from Jack Kinsolving, trying to get the ball out of the back, and Darrell Williams just would not give up on the play. And it's going to be a second goal of the night for Ballard Memorial. Jordan Ross grabbing the first. Darrell Williams grabbing the second. He's been threatening Caldwell County off and on through the duration of this game. And Ballard Memorial just staying alive in this one. Down 6-2 now. And a lot of work to do, but they do have those 2 goals on the board as Blake Viverette picks his head up, tries playing the ball over the top to Michael Henry. Loose touch from the back line. Ball still bouncing around now as Logan Scott looks for a pass. Plays it down the line, and it's going to go out for a Caldwell County throw-in just in front of the student section. Excuse me. Darian Francis with the throw-in. Throws the ball into the middle of the field to Colin Schaefer. Schaefer opening up now, looking for a simple pass. Plays the ball through. Now it's 1v1 with the goalkeeper again. Goalkeeper reads this one well. Again, he's done that well all night long. Clears it away. Now it's J.J. Harrell battling for possession. Harrell on the ball now. Good move there from J.J. Harrell. Tries playing it down the line to Josh Sherrill. Gets a touch, but just after it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a throw-in for Brian Allen on Ballard Memorial. Allen winding back for the throw. Throws it down the line. Lehman gets a touch to it. Josh Sherrill now on the ball. Now back to Colin Schaefer. Bryson Bannister. Ball over the top. More towards the corner. Nathaniel Paredes challenging it. Goalkeeper comes out. And he's going to pick it up easy for a punt away. Again, another punt going well past half field. Williams challenging it. Jack Kinsolving just going to head that one out and it's going to go out for a Ballard Memorial throw-in. And the clock has been stopped a couple seconds ago for here at Butler Stadium. Caldwell County still leading 6-2 right now. Logan Scott trying to get a pass through, can't. Michael Henry battling for possession now, gets a touch to it. Ballard Memorial still with the ball. Jack Kinsolving on the ball now, dribbling into the middle of the field. Kinsolving still going on the ball. Gets hit with a tough challenge from Logan Scott. Scott skipping past Ethan Weatherspoon. Logan Scott still going on the far side with the ball. Gets past Darian Francis. Now Weatherspoon challenging again. Weatherspoon gets in between Scott and the ball. Still shielding it. It's just going to touch it out. It's going to go out for a Ballard throw-in. They take it quick. Throws it into the middle of the field. Darrell Williams on the ball now. Getting it to his left foot. Tries cutting it back to his right. Now Colin Schaefer on the ball. Can't get the ball out. Still bouncing around the 18 as Blake Vivrette will clear it away. And it's going to be a Ballard Memorial throw-in again from a dangerous position. Blake Vivrette now clearing it away, and it is the final whistle here excuse me, at Butler Stadium for boys senior night. A big 6-2 victory over Ballard Memorial. Caldwell County played very well the second half to get the 2 goals to add on to their 4 goals from the first half, and Caldwell County will be very happy with their performance tonight. Barrett Schultz grabbing a couple goals, Michael Henry grabbing his first goal, and just an all-around good performance from Caldwell County tonight. They'll be happy with how they played tonight, and as the teams line up to shake hands and say good game, we'll take just a couple-second break and come back with a little bit of report to close out things here and get into the senior night festivities. You're listening to WPKY 103.3, The Tiger.
This is Danny Patton with Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Our new Lyon County branch is now open. Come in and see us for the same friendly service and the names and faces you know and trust provide you with all your banking needs. We're now ready to serve you at 28 Commerce Street in Eddyville. Open Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 4, Fridays 8:30 to 5, and 9 to 12:30 on Saturdays. Stop by today and experience banking at its best at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
This is Jeff Russo, attorney-at-law. Gloria, Morgan, and I want to first thank our families, friends, and clients for your continued support of our business. Warmer weather is here, and many of you will be making improvements around your home. If you're planning on taking out a home equity loan or line of credit to fund your project, tell your lender you'd like to use our office to handle the title examination and other services required for the transaction. Our competitive pricing and quick turnaround time will make the process even easier for you. We're located at 100 East Court Square in downtown Princeton. Give us a call today at 365-2763.
This is an advertisement.
The surgery team at Caldwell Medical Center knows the only minor surgery is surgery happening to someone else. So why complicate an already stressful situation with travel plans or a long commute? Our surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, and her team of skilled nurses and technicians provide the highest quality of care right here in the comfort of your own community, close to your family and support network. To learn more, you can contact Caldwell Medical Associates at 270-365-0332. That's 270-365-0332.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliable.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi. Can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
October is Cooperative Month. A cooperative is an organization formed voluntarily by the people to achieve a goal for the common good. Penny Ryle Electric Cooperative was established in 1937 to provide electric service to just a few hundred people. Today, electricity co-ops like Penny Ryle Electric power more than half of the nation's landmass and upwards of 19 million American homes, businesses, farms, and schools. Penny Ryle Electric, serving the cooperative way for more than 81 years.
On this episode of the world's shortest sitcom by KFC. Like I always say, it's the inside that counts. Like what's inside my new KFC 10-piece chicken feast. It's 10 pieces of chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes, and 4 biscuits for $19.99. Get more meal for the family for under $20. That's what really matters. It's pretty incredible what chicken can teach you about life. Anyways, KFC is finger looking good. At participating KFCs, prices may vary. Tax and substitutions extra.
This is Donnie Baker, owner of Audubell Hearing Center, and I am surprised that so many people still haven't heard about our new office location here in Princeton. That's right, the best hearing aid in the world is now available right here in the Princeton Plaza. If you're experiencing hearing loss, call for a free hearing test, 270-554-1900. 270-554-1900. I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
Fall is here, and let the entertaining begin. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. With family gatherings about to begin, we are offering for the month of October, buy a sofa and get the Love Cedar accent chair half off. Special orders are included. Wow, that's an exciting deal right there. Come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and take advantage of this awesome deal. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, 102 Northfield Drive in Princeton, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home should be.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Here at Butler Stadium, just going to a little bit of an introduction here. We're going to get ready to start the senior night activities to introduce the boys and girls seniors tonight. So we'll have Dennis Stevens on the mic tonight. We'll be trying out some things. Hopefully we can get it through the radio. Hopefully everybody can listen in and listen to the senior night festivities. Dennis will be calling out and reading the bios for everybody tonight. So hopefully we can get that working. Hopefully it'll come through the radio good. We tried doing the national anthem for the boys game, just couldn't get it working the way we had. So Dennis, get ready to start things here. We're just going to lay the microphone down and see if we can get everything.
Congratulations to the boys on their big win earlier tonight. The girls will be taking on the Webster County Lady Trojans in the night count. Right now it's senior night activity, and we'll begin introducing our seniors. We'll start with the girls first. Leading us off is number 4, Alyssa Traylor. Alyssa is the daughter of Jamie Willis and Tim Willis. She has played for Caldwell County for 4 years, and her first goal was as a freshman. Alyssa is a member of FCA and track. Her favorite soccer memory is beating.
Right now, Dennis Stevens here at Butler Stadium getting everything in for us, just trying to get some things set up, so hopefully we can hear.
Alyssa wants to thank her mom for being her #1 supporter and never letting her give up.
Right now, John Miller just setting up some things, getting a microphone going. To hopefully we can get this going for. Hopefully we can get it going for the.
It says work hard next year. Alyssa plans to go to Lindsey Wilson College or Madisonville Community College and is undecided about her major. That's number 4, Alyssa Traylor. Next up, number 19, Lainey Fletcher. Lainey is the daughter of B.J. Gibson and Will Fletcher and has been a member of the Lady Tigers for 4 years, where she has been named to the All-District team her sophomore and junior years, on the All-Region team as a junior, and awarded Best Offense her junior year. She was also the leading scorer for Caldwell County her junior year and is currently leading the 28 team in assists. Lainey is also a member of FCA and attends First Baptist Church of Princeton. Her favorite soccer memory is riding to Owensboro with Maggie, Meriden, McKenna, and Coach Jacobs for a 7-on-7 tournament. To family and fans, she would like to give a big thanks to the endless support over the years. Lainey plans to attend community college after high school and transfer to Western Kentucky University to receive a bachelor's degree in occupational therapy. That's number 19, Lainey Fletcher. Switching over to the men's team, number 1, the keeper, Barrett Schultz. Barrett is the son of Brett and Shelley Schultz and has been a member of the soccer team for 4 years and has received multiple awards. In 2015, he received JV MVP, Varsity Rookie of the Year, and Second Team All-Region. In 2016, he was Varsity MVP, All-Tournament Team for Region 2, All-District Team, and Second Team All-Region. In 2017, he was on the All-District Team and the All-Region Team, and he was also a member of the All-Academic Team for multiple years. Barrett is a communicant member of the Beautiful Savior Lutheran Church in Clarksville, Tennessee. His favorite soccer memory is saving 3 PKs in a row in the district win against Hopkins Central in 2017. Barrett would like to thank his mom and dad for all their support. Thanks to Coach Schaefer for all the guidance over the years, and thanks to Coach Craig Tyrell for helping him keep his focus on his ultimate goal. Barrett plans to play college soccer someplace and become a dentist. That's number 1, Barrett Schultz. Next up, number 12, Michael Henry. Michael is the son of Todd and Kelly Henry and has been on the Caldwell County varsity team for 4 years and received the Coaches Award his freshman and sophomore year. Michael has also played tennis for 4 years, been a member of Teen Court, FBLA, chess, and dodgeball clubs. His favorite soccer memory was watching the seniors beat Tree County his freshman year. Michael wants to thank God first, and a big thanks to Mom and Dad and family for supporting him in whatever he pursues. Thanks to Coach Schaefer for helping him grow as a player and a person, and thanks to the team for being a group of brothers. Michael plans to attend college, but is undecided where to at this time. That's number 12, Michael Henry. Next up, number 18, Jack Kinsolving. Jack is the son of Derek and Robin Fuqua and Kevin and Nikki Kinsolving. He has been a member of the Caldwell County varsity team for 4 years and has received the award for most potential in his junior year. In addition to playing for Caldwell County, Jack has also played for Madisonville Football Club in the off-season. Jack's favorite soccer memory is a regional win against Tree County. He would like to thank his parents and coaches for helping him be the player he is today. Jack plans to go to college and major in civil engineering. Excuse me, Jack. That's number 18, Jack Kinsolving. Next up, number 20, Bryson Bannister. Bryson is the son of Shane and Lori Bannister and has been a member of the Caldwell soccer team for 3 years. He's also a member of the tennis team and the dodgeball club and an active member of Northside Baptist Church. Bryson's favorite soccer moment was seeing Tree County's coach get thrown out of a game. Bryson would like to thank his parents for helping him be the man he is today. Thanks to Coach Schaefer for helping him improve as a player. And to the underclassmen on the team, he says to keep it classy. That's number 20, Bryson Bannister. Now introducing number 21, Nathaniel Paredes. Nathan is the son of Josie Paredes and Rodney Byron. Nathan has been on the Caldwell soccer team for 3 years and has been awarded the Most Improved, the JV Defensive Player of the Year, and the Rookie of the Year in JV. Nathan is also a member of National Honor Society, FBLA, Academic Team, the Book Club, and College Coaches Program. He's also received multiple academic awards and highest GPA awards throughout his high school years. Nathan's favorite soccer memory is being able to play and build relationships with his teammates. Nathan plans to attend University of Kentucky and major in psychology. That's number 21, Nathan Paredes. Next up, number 26, Joshua Sherrill. Josh is the son of Jennifer Sherrill and J.J. Sherrill and has played soccer for Caldwell County for 4 years, where he received the Most Improved Player his 8th grade year. Josh is involved in track and FBLA, where he holds the office of Sergeant at Arms. Josh is a member of Quinn Baptist Church and runs the Facebook group, and has been a lifelong Boy Scout and is close to becoming an Eagle Scout. His favorite soccer memory is simply watching his teammates grow and form into great people. To family and friends, he says, thanks for all the great times through the years. Josh plans to attend Madisonville Community College and become a paramedic. That's number 26, Joshua Sherrill. And last but not least, number 5, Colin Schaefer. Colin is the son of Alan and Lisa Schaefer. He has played 4 years for the Caldwell County Tigers and has received the 110% award. Colin is a member of the Caldwell County Band of Pride, the tennis team, and a Boy Scout. He has been honored as an all-district band member for 2016 and 2017. He is a member of Ogden United Methodist Church and an active member of that youth group. Colin's favorite soccer memory is the scrimmage against Henderson in 2017. To parents and family, he says thanks for all the advice and support through high school. Colin plans to go to college to pursue a degree in music. That's number 5, Colin Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Caldwell County Soccer Seniors. Let's give them a big hand.
Right now, finishing up senior night activities here, a very emotional night for the players and family, for everybody related and to have been a part of this program for so many years. Did it last season, and it was a very emotional night for me and my parents as well. So every year it's always a big emotional thing. It's one of the most important games of the season, even if it doesn't mean necessarily anything towards the postseason.
Am I on with? I mean, on with you. Yeah, it is an emotional night for the players, and I'm going to give you a word of advice. In 15, 20 years, it's more emotional as a parent. Trust me, it's a big night here for these soccer players. The last time that they're going to see this this stadium, this rock concrete block wall that everybody loves to play in if you're from Caldwell County and hates to come to if you're an opposing team. But it's a special night. It's their last night on the field, and what a way for the boys to do it, to come off with a win tonight, get their second win of the season, close out senior night here for them. Now the girls are going to try to do the same thing as they'll take on Webster County's Lady Trojans.
Yeah, boys had a big night against Ballard Memorial, and I really think the girls, it's one of those nights you just really think everything goes your way, and the boys pretty much had that success in the first game. Pretty much everything went their way. They had some things they wanted to work on second half, did it, and come out with a big win over Ballard Memorial 6-2 here at Butler Stadium. And it's something about this field. I mean, it's so much different than any other place you go to play. Me and you mentioned with the district tournament being held at Madisonville North, that's a beautiful field, but it doesn't have this big rock wall around it, and it's an intimidation factor whenever you come here as an opposing player. So Caldwell County boys team ending some really good memories here at Butler Stadium, and hopefully the girls can do the same.
Ron, have you had a chance to recap the boys' game?
No, we.
All right, what do you say we do that? Then we'll take a break, and then we'll do the intro for the girls' game and get started with the stats on that. But take your time with the stats for the boys.
Boys come out and really, from the start of the game, they really come out and did what they needed to. Barrett Schultz grabbing his first, second, and third goal of his career tonight. So a very good thing to see, and hopefully nothing too serious. He come off motioning for an injury, so hopefully nothing too serious there. Hopefully he'll be back Monday for the Tigers. Caldwell County also added a couple more goals. They finished pretty well tonight. Colin Schaefer joked after the game. He asked me how I liked his 17th shot, the 17th one, the first one that was on target, 17th total. He asked me how I liked that one. I told him I liked it a lot. It ended up in the back of the net. Wonderful shot for him. And Caldwell County, they moved the ball really well. Obviously, they have some things to work on before a tough matchup against Hopkins County Central in their first round of the district tournament. They'll be playing for that district championship spot, and when you make that district championship, that automatically means you're in the regional tournament as well. So Caldwell County, they have a huge game coming up Monday against Central, a game that didn't really go their way the first time. They had some things that they really wish would have went better for them in that first game, and I think Caldwell County played a much more complete game tonight. So hopefully we will see them come out victorious Monday night. Hopefully I'll be able to be with Dennis for the girls game that night as well. But all in all, a good performance from the boys tonight, and that's pretty much all we had from the boys game tonight. Coach Schaefer would be proud of their performance.
And Ryan, I was able to get up here just at the end, getting ready for senior night activities, and I like one of the things that makes you special up here doing the games with me this season. You're still close enough from being graduated and being a former player that you still know a lot of these players, and the way they interact with you, and the information and the insight that you get from some of these guys is really special.
Thank you, Dennis. And I do want to say quick congratulations to the boys. A lot of those senior guys are my friends. We played pretty much the majority of our lives. Me and Jack Kinsolving, Michael Henry have been close for a really long time, but also having Nathaniel Paredes, Bryson Bannister, and Colin Schaefer and Josh Sherrill as teammates. I mean, it's a pretty emotional night just to see them have their time. I had mine last year, and it's been a very good night to be able to say goodbye for them to leave Butler Stadium tonight. So that's my little emotional spill there. It's good to see them
Let me ask you one question before we go to break and get ready for the girls' game. Is it easier for you to see the special atmosphere being a year removed from it as it was being down on the field, either right before or right after a ball game?
I can't say it's more or less special. I have a completely different viewpoint now. I never thought I'd be able to be up here actually calling the games and stuff. That's something I've always wanted to do, and now I have the opportunity to come to every home game and be able to watch and commentate on it and everything like that. So I have a completely different viewpoint. I get to see how the fans are reacting. I'm not on the field just wondering how everything's going. But again, I honestly get just as excited for these games as I was whenever I played. So it's a completely different viewpoint, but I'm still having so much fun up here with it.
Well, we're glad, and we're glad to have you with our sports team here on WPKY.
Thank you.
Hope to hear more from you next year and a lot more soccer coverage. We've got a big game coming up. The girls are going to take on Webster County. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll start the preparation to break this one down. It's Caldwell County Lady Tigers, Webster County Lady Trojans coming your way in just a few minutes, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. This is Tiger and Lady Tiger Soccer on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and always worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Fall is here, and let the entertaining begin. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. With family gatherings about to begin, we are offering for the month of October, buy a sofa and get the Love Cedar accent chair half off. Special orders are included. Wow, that's an exciting deal right there. Come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and take advantage of this awesome deal. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, 102 Northfield Drive in Princeton, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home should be.
At Caldwell Medical Associates, we believe our surgical services are truly exceptional. Our highly trained surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, along with a team of skilled nurses and technicians, provide years of experience in a wide range of procedures, including outpatient, laparoscopic, and general surgery. Let us be your partner for better quality health care right here at home. To make an appointment, contact Caldwell Medical Associates at 270-365-0332.
That's 270-365-0332.
Lock in your price for the winter by taking advantage of Fortner Gas Company's pre-buy and levelized billing programs. The pre-buy contract allows customers to pre-purchase propane based upon previous year's usage. At a fixed price per gallon, you can prepay for the gallons you would like to purchase for delivery after October 1st. The level billing option allows you to lock in the price of your propane without making payment for the entire pre-purchase at one time. A fixed price per gallon is contracted for delivery after October 1st and divided into 12 monthly payments and deducted from your checking account or credit card. Fortner Gas Company, Princeton, Cadiz, Murray, and Madisonville.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we want you to know the benefits of prearranged funeral services.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
The benefits of prearranged funeral planning can best be explained by the people that know the most about final expenses. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we have years of experience helping people just like you make plans for their final arrangements. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliability. And here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, reliability and honesty are a few of our top priorities. So if you're looking for heating and air service, give us a call at 270-896-5044 or come visit us at 960 Varmint Trace Road here in Princeton. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
This is Jeff Russo, attorney at law. Gloria, Morgan, and I want to first thank our families, friends, and clients for your continued support of our business. Warmer weather is here, and many of you will be making improvements around your home. If you're planning on taking out a home equity loan or line of credit to fund your project, tell your lender you'd like to use our office to handle the title examination and other services required for the transaction. Our competitive pricing and quick turnaround time will make the process even easier for you. We're located at 100 East Court Square in downtown Princeton. Give us a call today at 365-2763.
This is an advertisement.
We live in one of the greatest agricultural communities in Kentucky and in the country. That comes with responsibility, especially during harvest season. Pennyrile Electric reminds you to watch for heavy farm machinery on the roads. For farmers, staying safe means surveying for overhead power lines and underground utilities when moving large or elevated equipment. And when beginning any excavation project like tiling or fence post digging. Need guidance? Call Pennyrile Electric. They've been cooperating with you for more than 81 years.
Back to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY live here from Butler Stadium. It's senior night here at Butler Stadium. The boys pulled out a big win tonight, 6-2 over Ballard County. The girls have the captains at midfield. They're getting ready to take the field against the Webster County Lady Trojans. Caldwell County comes in to tonight. Let's see if we can find Caldwell on here. It's 8-11 on the season, while Webster County will come into the ball game just behind them in the regional rankings at 6-5 on the season. Caldwell County's played some really good ball here late in the season. A couple of tough games against some strong opponents that included Ohio County late, also a tough game against Callaway County, where they made a good showing, didn't come out on the right end of the scoreboard, but the improvement has really impressed Coach Miller this year, and he's looking forward to that district tournament next week. Of course, the girls get underway on Monday night, 5:30 from Madisonville, as they'll take on Hopkins Central. That's a team they beat earlier in the year, and it'll be a rematch. The winner of that one will go on to the championship game against Madisonville North on Wednesday night at 5:30. So we're looking forward to district action next week. That'll be here on WPKY also. Hope you'll tune us in for that. We'll go on right after the local news at 5 o'clock both nights, should Caldwell make it to the championship game. I think the boys also start on Monday night. Ryan will fill us more in on that a little bit later as the districts are underway. Last regular season game and the last home game for Laney Fletcher and Alyssa Traylor tonight. Teams are lined up for the starting lineup. And we are about ready to kick this one away. A lot of excitement on the Webster County end of the bench tonight. They're coming in loose, and they know Caldwell County's been playing some good ball, so they're going to see what they have tonight. We're going to let the public address microphone. That's Ryan's going to be on that call tonight, and he'll have the starting lineups for both teams as they make to walk behind the referees to midfield for this one. A very warm night here in October, which is a rarity for a soccer game. Usually cooled off much more than it is tonight, but still low 80s right now at game time for this game between Caldwell County and Webster County.
First, the starting lineups for the visitors. Number 8, Olivia Utley. Number 6, Riley Warford. Number 18, Madeline Hackney. Number 26, Marissa Austin. Number 31, Kira Kavanaugh. Number 9, Teresa Salazar. Number 22, Hope Shepard. Number 2, Mariah Austin. Number 17, Abby Mikulek. Number 4, Cameron Pratt. And number 25, Sarah Gerard. And now the starting lineup for the Caldwell County Lady Tigers. Number 2, Becca Seibert. The senior, Alyssa Traylor. Number 7, Kaylee McEnany. Number 8, Maggie Ginn. Number 12, Hannah Young. Number 13, Kelsey Adams. Goalkeeper, Abby Hagan. Number 19, the senior, Lainey Fletcher. Number 23, Sophie Littlefield. And number 26, Morgan McDaniels.
Number 14.
Huh?
Number 14 is Kendall Boyd.
Oh, did I miss her? Did I?
You can go ahead.
And I'm sorry, number 14, Kendall Boyd. That's my fault. I'm so sorry. Kendall.
We'll get Asia some props here before long. That was my fault on part of that, Ryan, because I called the wrong name on that one with you. The starting lineups have been announced with a little bit of a bump in the road on it, but the girls are ready to play tonight. Ryan's going to get the headset ready, and we're going to get set to kick this one off and bring you the action. Ryan, good job on that, and you'll have those times. One of the most fun memories I think I've ever had of somebody announcing, because it's all live right here on the PA system. We had a guy one time introduce the national anthem as our nation's song because he got flustered and couldn't think of the national anthem, and he called it our nation's song with a big pause. So still remember those days. It's always something to get up here on a live microphone, and sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a little less than great, but good job anyway.
That was your fault. You told me, Kendall.
I did tell you, Kendall. Let me give you this. And we are underway here as Webster had first touch. It is Asia Boyd in the starting lineup tonight. I think I had Kendall on my mind because I was talking to her dad earlier, who I work with, and Kendall had a hat trick on Monday night against Crittenden County. One of 2 hat tricks in the ball game for Caldwell County, so a great job by Kendall. I think that's where I was thinking of Kendall when I heard Boyd out there, so our apologies to Asia. She has started at the right side defensive back just about all season and has done a great job this year, so we're proud of her too.
Yes, and it wasn't Dennis's fault. It was mine. I'll take the blame for it, but I do apologize.
It's going to be a corner kick right off the bat for Caldwell County as they have it underneath the old scoreboard. Kick is a cross, headed. Lainey Fletcher came in and wanted to put a hitter on it. Goes off with a little bit of a graze to her head, out of bounds across the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Webster County. Caldwell County looking to build off of some very good games here lately. The one thing I think Coach Miller wants this team to do as we head into district play next week, Ryan, is finish on shots. They're shooting the ball well. They're shooting the ball a lot. They're working the offense great. It's just coming up short, trying to put the biscuit in the basket, so they say.
Yeah, and if like you said, they're playing very good soccer. They're creating chances. They're keeping the ball a decent amount, enough for them to be successful, and they're missing that final touch. And as soon as they get that final touch, districts will be, if they can get it before districts, it'll be a very good tournament for the girls.
Ball played back. They're looking for Pookie Traylor. Alyssa Traylor has it on the far sideline. She's being chased by one player, puts a left-footed shot on, down low and covered by the keeper, but that one had some potential for just a minute. It was a good shot by Traylor coming in with a lot of defensive pressure right on her shoulder. Big punt out to midfield by their keeper. That's something to keep an eye on tonight as she cleared that one all the way to the midfield stripe.
during the boys game, me and Adam had mentioned offsides was called, I think, 5 times against Caldwell County. So the girls tonight, especially Alyssa Traylor, because speed is really her game. She makes a lot of well-timed runs, but if they're too close tonight, she could get called for offside, so they might have to watch for that.
It looks like Webster County's trying to drop that sweeper position back instead of keeping that flat 4 in the backfield. So we'll see how much that plays in. With the sweeper, you don't get anywhere near as much offsides called, which is good in a way for your team because you know you have a player behind them, another shot covered up by Webster County. But on the flip side of that, like you said, you miss out on the offside calls that could change the momentum at times for your defense. Ball back to midfield. Maggie again tried to wrestle that one away. Webster County, though, puts it in their offensive end. Kelsey Adams will clear this one all the way up into the offensive end. It's Alyssa Traylor with it. Wanted to take it over to McEnany. She's bumped off of it, hustles back, cleans it up at midfield. Now the ball in the midfield circle. And it's Webster County coming away with it in their offensive end. Right down the middle, similar to Callaway County's effort just a couple of nights ago, stolen away by Ginn as she puts it up to Fletcher. Fletcher on the far sideline in front of the stands. Caldwell County going towards the Main Street end here in the first half.
And one thing that I'm noticing so far is something that a lot of teams don't have. Their bench is being very vocal. Webster County's bench, they're getting their girls into it and cheering on every single time something happens positive for them. So that could be a big boost for these Webster County girls on the field tonight.
And one of the I don't know about talent-wise, but one of the deepest benches aside from Henderson County that we've seen here at Butler Stadium this year. Very big team coming in from Webster County. Again, takes it over to Littlefield. Littlefield has control of it. The defense backs up. You've got Kaylee McEnany going for the pass down inside the box, and it rolls out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Webster.
And that's a smart kind of run.
The first touch, gets it over to McEnany. McEnany drops it to Seibert. Seibert tried a left-footed shot. That's going to roll. I thought it was going to roll across the end line. The keeper kept it in, but nobody crashing the goal for Caldwell County. She's able to come back inbounds, pick it up, and put the punt out to her teammate. Littlefield again with it. Gets it over to Seibert in the middle. Seibert plays it to the corner to McEnany. Out of her reach, out of bounds, throw in Webster County. Just underway here at Butler Stadium, 5 minutes in, no score. McEnany receives the throw, puts it to the middle, warning Traylor. It's blocked off and kicked out of bounds by Webster County. It'll be Asia Boyd coming down to take the throw.
And I don't know if you can hear it or not through the headset of ours, but Miller telling his girls to get in the box, and me and you mentioning the finishing chances and everything. The more they get into the box, the better positions they get, that's the more goals that are scored. Yeah, sometimes you'll score a difficult goal with a lot of skill, but a lot of times you're looking for those easy passes into the back of the net. Getting in the box is one way to do that.
Yeah, they've really got to, and in fact, they had a chance a while ago. Surprisingly, the keeper kept a ball in that looked like it was going across the end line. She was able to put a heel on it, but nobody within 5 or 6 yards for Caldwell County, so we didn't take advantage of that opportunity. Now Caldwell County has it, picked off just outside the 18 by Webster County. They bring it up the middle of the field against Ginn. Ginn able to kick it away to Fletcher. Fletcher has it far side, examines things, puts it back over to Ginn. Ginn clears it up, wanting Littlefield, pass just ahead of her. And Ryan, that's about 4 or 5 passes early where we had decent space for the player in the corner, but the passes have been a little offline.
Yeah, just a little too much power early on so far. Littlefield's pass through to McEnany earlier, too much on it, went up for a goal kick, and Ginn's right there as well. They're making wonderful runs. Those are very, very smart runs. That should be a positive thing for Coach Miller to see. They just got to time the passes better.
Good job by Pookie. Traylor comes out, takes the first touch, hits a shoulder, puts the Webster County player down inside the box, and they're going to call that one on Pookie. A little too much aggressive play on that one, and it'll be free kick out of the box for Webster County. There's McDaniels, though, to pick it up for Caldwell. Gets it over to Fletcher. Fletcher slips, recovers, comes back towards the middle of the field, pulls up, looks things over, drops it off to Seibert. Seibert, dead middle of the field at the 18, shot on goal, barely blocked. Nice stop by the keeper. And we did have McEnany in the box there to charge that one, so a quick improvement from Coach Miller on that one, getting the girls to get inside that box. Punt all the way out past midfield. She's got a leg on her, Ryan. That could change the direction of a close ball game. We'll see how this one goes.
She does. She's punting it just as far as the goalkeeper for Ballard Memorial was in the first game.
Shot on goal, first one for Webster County, well short and wide to the right, picked up by Hagan. Hagan with the kick out. Webster County not a big offensive team, only scoring 36 points so far this year. Caldwell well ahead of that, 57 goals scored on the year, so Caldwell County would seem to have the big advantage offensively. Main player for Webster County is going to be a young lady named Marissa Austin, number 26, as Caldwell puts it back in the offensive end, picked up though by Webster. Austin has, of the 36 goals, she has 21 of those on the season.
Well, you mentioned their attack not being too bad, and her having that many goals is a big thing. But, good ball in from Melissa Traylor.
Littlefield with a nice one-touch kick, almost put that in. A left-handed save by the keeper for Webster County kept Caldwell off the scoreboard as she punts it out to midfield.
But their defense, their defense isn't conceding at a horrible amount of goals either, a fairly average goals conceded ratio. So not too bad on the defensive end and not too bad on the offensive end, just nothing really spectacular on either end.
Yeah, the defense really closes in. They pack that box a lot when the other team has the ball. Traylor comes left side, drops it off to Fletcher. Fletcher goes around one player, again around another. Now she's triple teamed. Webster County has that one taken away. Becca Seibert trying to get in on the action, takes it back for Caldwell County, puts it down towards Traylor, but it's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Webster. One thing you've noticed that the defense has done, you've got Kelsey Adams, Hannah Young back here along with Boyd, and they've really measured that keeper. They're not running too far up. They know she has a leg, and I noticed on Kelsey on that last one, she planted herself about 5 yards on the defensive side of the midfield stripe to try to put the header in first touch on the punt out by Webster's goalie.
Yeah, and having a leg like that and a striker up front, number 26, you mentioned she had 20-something goals on the season out of their 30-something, so that could be one of their main connections.
Pookie Traylor dances in and out of a couple of players, picked off by the last one in line, though. Caldwell still has it on the offensive end. This one's going towards the sideline. Webster tried to keep it in, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw for the Lady Tigers. They get it into Traylor. They pack everybody defensively except number 26.
They really are now, especially they're closing in those attacking midfielders to put them in more of a defensive role. Pookie Traylor getting called off sides there. But the striker looks like she hasn't been able to move too much. Webster County not really establishing any possession or anything so far, so that's a plus for the Caldwell County back line.
Brian, you've played when teams really pack the defensive side of the ball like that. What does that do to your passing lanes, and what's the thought offensively?
It really, whenever all passing lanes and stuff, it seems like every passing lane is cut off. You have to start thinking harder than you usually do, because sometimes there's at least one or two that's cut off, and whenever they pack that many players in the box, that's a hard place to get into, period. And whenever you put 6 or 7 people on the outside of it, it makes it very hard to even get into. So Caldwell County is just going to have to start thinking a lot. They're going to have to be very creative, more than likely, to get 1 or 2 passes. Just might have to have a little skill moves and stuff, skip past one player and lay it off to another. So it's going to be a difficult one for Caldwell County to try to get in that box and finish good chances.
Do you try to spread the field even wider? I mean, there's only so wide you're going to get here at Butler Stadium. This is the most narrow field that anybody will play on in their high school careers. I'm sure that's one of the reasons we love it. But do you have to use those lanes on the outside even more when that defense is in there that tight?
It usually, if a team, good shot there from Pookie, good save from the goalkeeper as well. But you mentioned how narrow the field is. Here it's hard to play wide, like you said, but when they're playing that many players, getting the ball out wide could mean that you're just doing it to bring a couple players out wide. You're taking some players out of the middle of that field that's being congested so much. So just taking 1 or 2 players that are dropping into that box, those extra defenders, if you take those out of the equation, it makes it a lot easier for for Caldwell County to break into that goal box.
Lady Fletcher with the corner kick, puts it right in a great spot, middle of the field. Pookie Traylor came up, got a leg on it, but she was in midair, not able to turn on it, goes out of bounds to the left, so it'll be a goal kick for Webster County. Still no score in this ball game. We're about 12 minutes in. Kind of a late start tonight. I think Ballard County a little bit late getting here with the bus. Didn't get here until about 6. So between that and senior night activities, a very late start here. Shot on goal. I think that was Littlefield put the shot up right at the keeper. And she's able to get it, bring it back out midfield. It's Adams with the header. We're liable to see that a lot tonight, as much as the Lady Tigers are putting shots on goal. McDaniels had the ball won, taken back away, but Kelsey Adams is there for Caldwell County, puts it back to midfield. Fletcher's going to switch field. She's going to come to the side of Littlefield. Littlefield looks up. She's got a couple of Webster County Lady Trojans chasing her. Feeds the corner looking for Kaylee McEnany. Kaylee just outside the 18 in the corner. Nice move to back it back up. Puts the ball back over to Littlefield. Shot kind of rolled off the side of her foot. And it's Webster County with possession right now, but still deep in the offensive end for Caldwell County. In the corner, guarded closely by Kaylee McEnany. Ball still played around. Now it's Littlefield getting control. Puts it across the top of the 18. Fletcher comes up, left-footed shot blocked by the keeper. Settled in the box by Webster County. I think she thought her keeper was going to come out and pick that up. Her keeper retreated to the net, and Webster able to clear it and dodge a bullet on that one. Big lob, top of the 18, headed out by Webster County. So far, Caldwell County doing a good job as far as time of possession. It's strongly in favor of the Lady Tigers tonight, but nothing to show for the effort at this point as we near midway of the first half.
And no really clean-cut chances other than those couple just then. But Caldwell County is still getting in good attacking positions. I imagine getting in the box soon.
Big lob coming up. This is McEnany. As the keeper comes out, it's going to be put in. Kaylee McEnany with the goal.
As soon as I say something, I'm going to have to start saying it every couple seconds. I need to get in the box.
Who was the lob from? Was that Maggie? Who?
I think it was Maggie. Just a smart run from McEnany there. Sees the ball coming over the top with a little bit of power. Goalkeeper couldn't decide if she wanted to come out or not and take claim to it. McEnany just decides that she's not even going to give her the chance and just get a calm, nice touch right past the goalkeeper and get her first goal of the night.
Two good plays on that play. McEnany, for one, staying on sides, and Ginn for putting a perfectly placed lob over the Webster County defense. McEnany able to catch it in stride. Keeper had to make the decision to come out, and McEnany put the shot in, kind of deflected off the keeper, but still able to get enough of the net to get inside. So 1-0 Caldwell County in this one over Webster County. That ball's going to go out of bounds off a Lady Trojan, and it'll be a throw in for the Lady Tigers. McDaniels with the big throw up the field. That's one thing she brings from that back line spot. And anytime she takes the ball out of bounds, she can get the ball 10, 15 yards up the field on the throw-ins.
Yeah, and it shocks me every time because sometimes she comes in with, I mean, she has good tackles. Don't get me wrong by what I'm going to say. She times her tackles well, but Maggie Ginn's one of those players. She hits with hard tackles, and sometimes Morgan McDaniels is kind of a softer tackle. She gets the ball, but it's not as violent as it is, and then she comes out with a 15-yard throw-in. It's just, it just shows some strength there.
She has excellent form when she puts that ball in play. Ball in the offensive end for Webster County. In a battle at midfield, Becca Seibert. Seibert able to come away with it, drops it off to Boyd. Boyd over to Ginn. Ginn gets it to McEnany. McEnany at midfield wants Traylor. Traylor comes back for the pass, puts it back to McEnany. McEnany has Littlefield wide open on the right side. Ball deflected before it got to her. Littlefield able to come back and get it. Step over move just outside the 6. Shot on goal, left-footed on the ground, picked up by the keeper, but closing in fast and hard was Lainey Fletcher.
I like the run there from Sophie Littlefield, and then being calm and collected enough to cut back to her left foot, and even though it is her weaker foot, still having a shot with it. I really like the effort there.
Again, picks the ball up, puts another lob, much like the one earlier, from midfield down to the top of the 18 in the corner. McEnany retrieves it, puts it over to Littlefield. Littlefield step over move, takes it back towards the middle, switches fields to Fletcher. Fletcher's going to drop this one back to McDaniel. McDaniel has some room, looks the field over, puts the corner ball down to Traylor. Traylor in good position, but offsides again. Ron, I thought Webster was going to kind of go with that sweeper most of the night, but they really tightened that line up on that backside, and that's a couple of offsides calls against Pookie here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think she's had both of the offsides calls so far. So, like we said, speed is really her game, and it's going to come down to the fact if she can time her runs a little bit better.
Webster County with a little run coming their way on the right side. It's Kelsey Adams getting back, takes a big bump. Kelsey able to put it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Webster County, but good hustle by number 13.
You see there, put her hands on her knees after the run. There was a long recovery run. She did well to get back and get a touch for it to go out of bounds.
It's going to be a throw in Webster County. Lucy Goffinette set to check in for Caldwell County. Coach Miller will start the substitution rotation.
I think he's going to move Lainey Fletcher up top.
Becca Seibert's going to get a quick rest. That's a player that Coach Miller really bragged on the last several games. We've had him up for the post-game show and get to talk to the coaches. He's liked the play of Becca Seibert the last couple of weeks.
I really like Becca as a player. She's one of the creative minds in the attacking midfield, and sometimes she just uses fundamentals to beat you mentally. So I'm a big fan of Becca Seibert being in this Caldwell County attack.
McEnany has taken it the length of the field so far, puts the through ball. Oh, she wanted a Pookie on that far side, just barely deflected off. Webster's going to kick that one out of bounds across the end line and set up a corner kick for Caldwell County. But McEnany covered about 40 yards on the play untouched before she put the ball over towards Trailer. This is going to be Goffinette with the corner kick just under the old scoreboard here at Butler Stadium. Over to McEnany. McEnany drops it back to Goffinette. See if Lucy can keep it in. Cannot let her. A little too much. And it's going to be a throw for Webster County. Oh, it's going to say deflected off Webster County. Excuse me. Throw in Caldwell County. We may have gotten one on that one, Ryan.
Yeah, I didn't see any touch from Webster there, but we'll take the calls on that one.
And it's Goffinette to McEnany. McEnany puts the shot on. Hooking shot picked up off the ground by the keeper. She'll come out with a big kick headed just before midfield, but the flick takes it all the way back to the Caldwell 18 as Adams will drop it back to Hagan. Hagan with the kick out to Boyd. Boyd blocks her player well, turns it up the field, but there's a Lady Trojan in the way of that one. The ball still loose just outside the 18. Caldwell kicks it around. And it's going to be Goffinette taking possession, coming down the line. Good move by Lucy Goffinette to get around her player. Gets it to Fletcher in the middle, and Lucy making the run down the near side. It's Trailer with the ball now just outside the 18. Deflects off her, still loose inside the right corner of the 18. Puts a shot on goal. Deflected off of a Lady Trojan out of bounds across the end line. It'll be a corner kick for Caldwell County.
We're telling his girls to make sure to put this one in the net. They got pretty close last time with McEnany's first shot being saved off the initial effort. Hopefully they can see. Hopefully we can see a Caldwell County goal here.
Goffinette with the kick, puts this one up, headed by McEnany just over the crossbar, and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Webster County. 20 minutes exactly left in the first half. We're going to take a quick break and be back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
What does your morning sound like?
Itsy bitsy spider, rock-a-bye baby.
She's finally asleep.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's.
Can I get a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Lock in your price for the winter by taking advantage of Fortner Gas Company's pre-buy and levelized billing programs. The pre-buy contract allows customers to pre-purchase propane based upon previous year's usage. At a fixed price per gallon, you can prepay for the gallons you would like to purchase for delivery after October 1st. The level billing option allows you to lock in the price of your propane without making payment for the entire pre-purchase at one time. A fixed price per gallon is contracted for delivery after October 1st and divided into 12 monthly payments and deducted from your checking account or credit card. Fortner Gas Company, Princeton, Cadiz, Murray, and Madisonville.
Back to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY. 1-0 Caldwell County. Just over 18 minutes left to go here in the first half against Webster County. Trailer with some good muscle at midfield gets it over to Fletcher. Runs on both sides. Nice through ball to Trailer. Trailer puts a left-footed shot on just past the reach of the keeper. 2-0. The assist coming from Fletcher.
And the girls listening exactly. They must be watching the post-game interviews with Coach Miller because they're doing the Webster County goalkeeper so far has 8 saves, so she's been very busy. But just then, that's a wonderful ball from Lainey Fletcher, just to thread the 2 center backs of Webster County and send Alyssa Traylor through 1v1. Also a great run from her. And she takes one touch, picks her head up, uses that left foot of hers, or weak foot, and puts it straight past the goalkeeper.
Brian, she really learned a lot after those 2 offside calls, stayed onside on that one, and made a great run. They also had Lucy Goffinette coming down the right side, so the best offensive possession, I think, so far of the ball game by Caldwell County.
And I think Alyssa picked up on that. She started her run very, very deep, more from a attacking mid-roll instead of striker. So she might have to come back a couple yards and start her runs from there.
Ball played to the middle of the 18, kicked out by Webster County, but right to McEnany. McEnany has some defensive pressure, puts it over to Goffinette. Goffinette's going to give chase, see if she can keep it inbounds. Does, turns the corner, and takes it off of a Webster County player right back to Goffinette. Goffinette will bump her way clear, gets it out towards McEnany. It's going to be Boyd with the play for Caldwell. She wanted to switch fields, picked off in the midfield circle by Webster County. Now they'll transition, come on the offensive end. Defensively, it's Kelsey Adams in pursuit for Caldwell County. Webster able to put it inside the 18, left-hand side. Boyd retreats, comes back up. Nice hustle by Boyd to cover a lot of ground, get back inside the 18 and kick that one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Trojans.
I think one of Kelsey's biggest assets is as soon as a defender has to turn around and as soon as that ball's halfway loose off of her foot, Kelsey is there to smother it and try to get a touch to it.
Fletcher with the takeaway at midfield. Sprinting on the left side is Traylor. Fletcher still with the ball, has one person beat, gets around her with a couple of good moves. Shot on goal is loose, and they're going to call in possession. It was Traylor there to clean that one up. The goalie never did get possession, really, Ryan. And we've seen this. It's such a discretionary call depending on certain referees. It really wasn't handled, but it was being played on by the keeper, so they did whistle it did.
Yeah, it looked like she kind of got a touch to it, but really hadn't established possession yet. Now, that's the main thing, but ref called it, so girls will have to come back and make another good attack.
We'll keep an eye because on the crash by a Traylor, she tried to put that ball back in on the rebound, and I think she got a lot of the right hand of the keeper for Webster County.
Oh, what a save.
Barely stopped right on the goal line. Fletcher put that one low, and the keeper did a great job keeping that one out of the net for Webster County to keep this score at 2-0. Kelsey Adams retreats for Caldwell County, puts the ball back to midfield. Ball still at midfield, kicked by Webster County. It's going to be McDaniels, puts it back up. Left side is Littlefield. She's switched sides, wanting to put it into the corner to Traylor. It's going to lead Pookie just a little too much across the inline. Goal kick coming up for Webster County.
Yeah, again, another good idea there from Littlefield, and I think she knows exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to put it right in that corner for Traylor to run onto. Just, again, a little too much on the pass.
So the goal kick will come out for Webster County. Webster doing a lot of substituting here early in this ball game.
They are, and when you've got that kind of numbers, a game late in the season, they'll probably start districts really soon as well. So having those numbers is a big plus for them.
Yeah, I think this is the last regular season game for both squads. No, I'll take that back. Yes, it is. Union County is going to open 6 district play at Henderson County. Union and Webster will play in the opener of that tournament on Monday night.
That's a good tackle.
McEnany is going to get called for the trip. Questionable. That's one thing about soccer. You see a lot of different calls. Maybe you would call the same, maybe you wouldn't. The Webster player is still down, may have twisted her ankle on the play.
Yeah, it looked like the tackle wasn't too much onto it, but she went down, and you could kind of hear her yell a little bit as soon as she hit the ground. So she's walking off with a little bit of pain. Hopefully nothing too serious. Again, not too much in the tackle. Ref might have went ahead and called that just in case she was hurt or something.
Ryan, after having kids play soccer and having so many injuries, one thing that I've never seen is a high-top soccer cleat. And I've always wondered about that for all the years the kids have played, and we've been doing radio with this. You never see a high top. I don't know if it's because you need to flex your foot at different spots to do some of these kicks, but that's something that I've never been able to find on the internet anywhere is a high top soccer cleat.
Yeah, now they're not they're not necessarily high tops, I don't guess. There's certain styles, a lot of styles are trying to move towards it, but it's kind of it's a flexible band kind of material around your ankle, and it still allows you can move your ankle, and it's looser than any part of your soccer cleat. It's just an extra little support thing, and I'm a big fan of it. I had a pair of cleats that I actually had on my senior year, so I'm a big fan of the little, it's kind of like an ankle edition, like Laney Fletcher has a pair on, and they're just a little bit higher than a regular soccer
like
cleat.
a little mid, yeah. I see now, as Laney takes the ball down to Goffinette in the corner. Goffinette gets around one person, triple team, puts the ball back in the middle on a good play by Goffinette. This one's going to roll out to McEnany. Little indecision between McEnany and Ginn on that one. McEnany goes ahead and takes it. Wants to go to the far side of the field to Littlefield. That one rolls out of bounds, and they'll give it a throw to Webster County.
I would imagine a high top cleat would cause, it'd be very difficult to flex your ankle and kind of lock your ankle on certain kicks as well.
One thing that we've done in the past with the kids, take a pair of baseball cleats, cut the toe cleat off to make it soccer legal, and still have the high tops. But we may be on to a multi-million-dollar idea here, Ryan.
We might want to shut our mouth and just start talking in private.
Yeah, we might need to get a design firm and see where we can go with this. Webster County with possession in their defensive end. It's Maggie Ginn coming up. We're down under 12 minutes now to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers leading this one 2-0. Play up the field by Webster County goes off of McEnany. Now a group converges led by Boyd in the midfield circle. Webster clears it out. And I do not see number 26 on the field.
Yeah, they might
she's getting ready to check in here in just a minute. Their main scorer on the season.
She's checking in right now.
Marissa Austin coming into the game for the Lady Trojans.
Looks like she's going to take off a player in the midfield role. Maybe having that many goals, you have to have some creativity behind some of your goals. So putting her in the midfield like that, it might allow her to come out on the field and try to create something for Webster County. And an illegal throw in there, that's the 4th or 5th one that's been called tonight. They've really been cracking down on it tonight.
Throw in comes the trailer. She's got it in the corner, makes the angle cut, looking for Fletcher, kicked away by Webster County. Now the Lady Trojans on the attack the other way. They get it to midfield. Drop over to the side, still in the defensive end. Now they come across into the offensive side. It's Ginn making a good run to the side, puts it out of bounds though. Couldn't really get turned on that one. It'll be a Lady Trojan throw in right in front of the Lady Tiger bench as Becca Seibert will check back into the ball game.
Looks like they're going to make one substitution but make a lot of changes in the formation, sending Laney back out wide and putting Becca in the midfield role and bringing Kaylee McEnany up top.
Somebody's got to go. Who's going defensive? Because McDaniels came out of the ball game.
That's what I was wondering.
It's going to be Audrey Wynn.
They might have moved, whenever they brought Audrey on, they might have moved Morgan to a little more advanced role. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds kind of in our dead spot. 26 moving for the throw-in, throws it into the box.
Becca Seibert checked into the ball game, had it right at the top of the 18. Comes out now wanting Fletcher, who's moved back to her normal position on the left side of the field. Play back to Kelsey Adams. Kelsey puts it up to midfield. Fletcher in a battle on that side. Laney wins most of those. This time, though, it goes to Webster County. They play it to the corner, their deepest penetration in a while. They get it down to the corner, cross. It had a touch on it. Caldwell County player trips over Hagan, and 2 more players go down inside the box. I think that was Ginn and one of the Webster players. Caldwell County able to clear it out. Fortunately, no whistles inside the 18 against Caldwell County on that one. Goffinette has it in the offensive side looking for Seibert. Seibert's going to play it back to Goffinette. Goffinette has McEnany calling for the ball on the run. McEnany takes it. Goffinette with a good run coming in, but they find Trailer, and Pookie again the victim of an offsides call as she was right at the top of the 18. Ryan, I thought McEnany might have played that one right back to Lucy, who was making a run with a fairly wide open angle coming in from the right side.
Yeah, me and you had the same idea there. I thought that's exactly where she was going, and still a good idea of a ball. She might have seen that Alyssa Trailer was a little more open and through on goal, but she was in that offsides position. So that's the 3rd time tonight, and it's either you got to give credit to Webster's back line for defending her that well, but she's going to have to make some changes in her runs.
Caldwell County clearly the favorite tonight, but Webster playing strong here in the first half. Goffinette takes it from the right side, wants to cross it into the middle. That's blocked away by Webster County. They'll come back up. Picked off momentarily by Seibert. Back out now. Open at the middle of the field. Recovered by Goffinet. Goffinet just about 25 yards out. Drops it over to Seibert. Seibert back to Goffinet. Webster closes up and kicks that one away. Caldwell County bringing everybody up on the offensive end except Young and Adams. I don't know what that little
there it went.
Something in the wiring here. Webster just outside the 18 defensively. Goffinet comes up, stops that play. Ball near the out of bounds line. It's going to stay Lady Tiger ball. Lucy will take this one. And we introduced her about 25 minutes ago, but it's Kendall Boyd making her appearance here tonight.
She's on the field now. I knew she'd come on eventually. I was just getting her on there before the game started.
Melissa Traylor's going to come out and get a well-deserved rest, but I'm sure not for long. And she's made some nice runs off that left side so far in the ball game. Kendall Boyd now up front for Caldwell County. Kendall coming off a big hat trick. Of course, we don't cover this year the away soccer games, but Caldwell County beat Crittenden County on Monday night 10-0. Two Lady Tigers, Traylor and Kendall Boyd, with hat tricks on that night for Caldwell County. McEnany battling inside the 6. She's double teamed, and Webster takes the ball away. Kaylee fought as hard as she could on that one to try to get through two players, because had she done it, she had the far bar wide open.
Like you said, Caldwell County's favorites tonight, but Webster's really not playing bad. Their defense is playing very well. Caldwell County picked them apart on those 2 goals, but since then they've really cracked down on any passes that is putting Caldwell County in an advanced position. Just then, Kaylee gets in a wonderful position, but she's smothered by 2 defenders and she doesn't get a chance to breathe.
Time of possession conservatively in Caldwell County's favor, maybe 80-20 at this point. Big high header by Webster County, a little too much body on it against Audrey Wynn, so it'll be a foul call against the team in white, and Caldwell County will have the free kick just across the midfield stripe and just in front of the stands on the far side.
And I'm really not trying to keep on bringing up the boys' game, but that was also a call that was made a couple times. That the refs have been very good tonight. It's a good ball in from Adams, good ball over the top.
Big ball by Adams, and the keeper backed up, let that one go for a while. Easy kick in for Goffinet as she picked up that goal. I'm not sure what Webster County, maybe some miscommunication down on that end, Ryan, as the free kick came in. Nice lob kick, kind of rolled around. McEnany, I thought, was going to get it, and it was Goffinet with the rebound shot, and probably the easiest she's going to get.
Yeah, it looked like Webster County's weakness tonight may be those little second balls. Like Kaylee got the first shot on it, kind of just, they got stuck, and then there was nobody that really stepped to the ball to try to clear it away. No Webster County player stepped to try to get the ball out of the 18, so it was an easy shot for Goffinet.
So Lucy in the scorebook for the second time this week as Caldwell County ups the lead to 3-0 here just about 4 or 5 minutes before halftime. Ball played back to Goffinet. She's here on the right side over to Seibert. Seibert has it taken away off of her shoulder, and that is number 26, Austin. But it's Asia Boyd looking to get it down to McEnany, and does. McEnany on the right side hooks the ball inside the 18. Good run coming up there by Boyd, just a couple of steps late as the keeper kicks it out for Webster County up to midfield. There's Wynn with the header up to Fletcher. Fletcher plays the ball again, right back to Fletcher. A little give and go between those two. Fletcher has it far sideline, makes a turn. Boyd comes back towards the top of the box. Fletcher sends it across. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot. It was close to going in, just across the end line on the right side of the bar.
Yeah, if it was a cross, you got a little too much bend on it, put it a little too close to the post, and if it was a shot, it wasn't very far away from the goal, so whichever one she takes claim to wasn't too bad.
Closer to a shot than a pass, but we'll take her word whatever it was. Anyway, it's going to be a goal kick for Webster. The deflection comes back out to Goffinet. Goffinet takes it, picked off by Webster County. Now they're going to try to bring it up this side. Asia Boyd there defensively for the Lady Tigers with a good step-in move. Plays it back to Young. Over to Ginn. Ginn takes it off a Webster County player. That one's going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a Lady Tiger throw just in front of their own bench. Hannah Young will take care of the duties on this one. Plays the ball well into the offensive end.
Now Kaylee McEnany trying to get a touch to the ball. Loose ball now. Becca Seibert trying to get a pass. Maggie Ginn Plays the ball up the field right off of Becca Seibert, just a couple feet in front of her. Now Webster County trying to start attack of their own.
Excuse me, I didn't know if that came through or not, but we've really got to get that sneeze signal. Like a third base.
It worked earlier this season, but that one I didn't pick up on until you started.
I got it. All right, we are clear on the sneezes. I think back into play. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Not really any stoppage time. We had one player slightly shaken up with a ankle, appeared like an ankle injury earlier in the half for Webster County. So not a lot of stoppage time, I'm sure, in this half. Caldwell County leads this one 3-0.
And Caldwell's been playing very well tonight. They've moved the ball well. Like you said, possession has been pretty much all of them. Webster County hasn't had much to do on the attacking end. And Coach Miller will probably want to keep it that way and just keep his girls playing as well as they are in the second half.
Good communication back there between Young, called off Adams on the kick. Young able to clear it out to Seibert at midfield. Seibert puts it into the corner looking for Kendall Boyd. That one kicked out of bounds by Webster County. Laney Fletcher takes the ball for the throw. Gets it down to Boyd. Boyd with the bump and kick over to McEnany. McEnany had to go through a couple of people, unable to do that. Webster County will clear it out, but picked off by Seibert. Now back to Webster County at midfield. One player up for Webster County. Caldwell County had 5 people back. Easily the numbers for the Lady Tigers. Young's going to take it back into the offensive circle. And a kick back in as we ping-pong around just a little bit here at midfield. Ball gets through the defensive line for Caldwell County. Giving chase, though, is Adams. She's seasoned enough. She's going to play that one out of bounds, reset her defense, not take any chances or not try to make a spectacular play with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Kelsey's one of the best around here in that center back role.
All-region player in her freshman year. Shot on goal very weak, picked up easily by Hagan. She puts the sling pass out to Goffinette. Goffinette has it on the right side, comes up the field. They keep the ball in. Good play by McEnany to keep that one in. Back to Goffinette. Goffinette, little toe tap over to McEnany. Nice pass. McEnany has one person in front of her in the goal. Inside the box, she crosses it over to Fletcher. Fletcher wanted to make the turn on that one, didn't get everything she wanted on that one, didn't get that plant foot set. It goes across the end line, pulled left, and it'll be a goal kick for Webster.
Yeah, like you said, just couldn't get her feet set there to get the shot off.
Goal kick intercepted by Fletcher. She puts a shot on goal just high over the crossbar. It'll be another goal kick coming up for the Lady Trojans. This one's going to come from the left side of the net for Webster County. They put it up the field. First touch goes to Webster. Becca Seibert challenged that. Now Seibert with the touch on it. Plays it over to Fletcher. Fletcher's hit the through ball. Nice pass over to McEnany. McEnany pulls the string and a block on a sliding knee by the keeper for Webster County. Whale of a block by the keeper for Webster on that one. It hit off her knee so hard it shot completely off over the side of the field towards the parking lot. Throw in by Caldwell County. Again has it, top of the 18, puts the shot on. Blocked by Webster County. The deflection comes out to Fletcher. Webster County really packing the 18 here in the late minutes of the first half. Kelsey Adams comes up, keeps it in play for Caldwell County. The deflection comes over to Asia Boyd. Asia to Seibert. Seibert with some nice play in this first half. Over to Goffinette. Goffinette back to Seibert. Lob pass looking for McEnany. Kayla had to come back out for that one. Gets it over to Ginn. Ginn puts it down the field. Wants to switch fields now from Boyd. Tried to go over to Fletcher. Fletcher does now have it. Pressure on her back. Drops it off to Wynn. Back up the field. And Webster puts this one almost over the block wall. Bounces back in.
That is the painful part of this wall, is if you're a ball boy. I hated JV years just because I had to be the ball boy, and you have to run. It feels like across Princeton to get anywhere to those balls.
As we are in stoppage time here in the first half, Caldwell County with a big ball coming up, trying to lead McEnany. She has the ball in the 18, drops it out to Goffinette. Goffinette with a touch shot just over the far bar, over the crossbar. Nice shot by Goffinette. A little bit lower. That was going to go in. That's a shot that you take about 3 feet off of. No way the keeper keeps that one from going in.
I had no idea it stayed in either. It went all the way across and stopped on the line over there. Webster County picked it up and started playing.
And there's the whistle to end the first half. So after 40 minutes of play. It's Caldwell County 3, Webster County nothing. We'll be back to recap the scoring and look ahead to the second half coming up at halftime, so stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
It's extra crispy chicken. Now, imagine it glistening in hot honey sauce. Just think about the crispy, sweet heat. Now, it's in your sights. Reach for it. Almost there. Oops, this is a KFC radio commercial. But you can make your picture a reality by getting a hot honey tenders basket. KFC, it's finger licking good. At participating KFCs for a limited time. Prices may vary. Tax extra.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website. Office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Plant Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton's #1 energy source.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports in Princeton. Trilogy offers a wide range of classes to help you reach your fitness and well-being goals, like yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, and weightlifting. They have family discounts, and your first class is free. So come work out in a family-friendly environment at Trilogy Performance Sports, located directly behind Cash Express in Princeton. Open 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports Princeton. Telephone 270-601-1824.
Lock in your price for the winter by taking advantage of Fortner Gas Company's pre-buy and levelized billing programs. The pre-buy contract allows customers to pre-purchase propane based upon previous year's usage. At a fixed price per gallon, you can prepay for the gallons you would like to purchase for delivery after October 1st. The level billing option allows you to lock in the price of your propane without making payment for the entire pre-purchase at one time. A fixed price per gallon is contracted for delivery after October 1st and divided into 12 monthly payments and deducted from your checking account or credit card. Fortner Gas Company, Princeton, Cadiz, Murray, and Madisonville.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Donnie Baker, owner of Audubell Hearing Center, and I am surprised that so many people still haven't heard about our new office location here in Princeton. That's right, the best hearing aid in the world is now available right here in the Princeton Plaza. If you're experiencing hearing loss, call for a free hearing test, 270-554-1900. 270-554-1900. I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 100.
Back to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY. We're at halftime as Caldwell County Lady Tigers leads the Webster County Lady Trojans 3-0. Scoring in the first half. A very good defense for Webster County, Ryan. We talked about that. Hadn't given up a lot of goals this year. It took Caldwell County about 14 minutes into the ball game to score. It was Kaylee McEnany off an assist from Maggie Ginn getting Caldwell on the board. Then with about 18 minutes left in the first half, it was Alyssa Traylor on an assist from Laney Fletcher, the two seniors hooking up tonight on senior night here at Butler Stadium. That made it 2-0 Caldwell County. And then late in the first half, about 5 minutes left, It was Lucy Goffinet on a rebound with a wide open lane to the goal, puts it in for an easy goal for her and a 3-0 lead for the Lady Tigers over Webster County.
Yeah, Webster County, you mentioned their defense playing pretty well, and we mentioned it during the first half. They're packing a lot of numbers in that box, and I think Caldwell, they started playing out wide a little bit more, kind of drag some of those players out from the middle, get them more out wide, and try to then penetrate into the middle, try to get across in and finish a shot or finish off a second chances. That's how Lucy Geyer got her goal. Webster's goalkeeper has about 11 or 12 saves so far. She's had a really, really good night. Me and you were, I know I was, you had mentioned it, impressed with how many saves she made, and some of them were good saves. That one she saved right off of her knees, I mean, that shot had some power behind it. It ended up not touching the ground until it went out of bounds by a couple yards. So she's had a good night, and Caldwell County's done good enough to get in really good positions and beat her 3 times, even though she's had that many saves.
And defensively, Caldwell County, of course, throwing the shutout. Not a lot of offensive possession by Webster County in that first half. Easily cleaned up when it was, mostly by Kelsey Adams. Young came in with some good play, as did Boyd and McDaniels, but not a lot of threat from Webster County so far in this ball game, even though they have a very big scorer in Marissa Austin, 21 goals on the season, averaging almost 2 a game, but shut out easily, it seems, so far tonight by Caldwell County.
Yeah, more than likely, Webster County struggles coming on offense because of how many players they are playing in the back line.
Right.
When you leave it up to one person to beat a all-region defender in Kelsey Adams, and then a very, very other nice piece to have in Hannah Young, and then you also got Morgan McDaniels and the Boyd sisters and anybody else who's playing back there. Audrey Wynn got some minutes.
Audrey Wynn had some good minutes in the first half, you're right.
So to have one player try to beat all of those, if you can find me one that'll do it, I'd love to sit here and watch her, because it doesn't happen often.
There's not a lot of kids that's going to beat Kelsey Adams in that defensive backfield. Ryan, let's take a look at our broadcast schedule just a little bit. Of course, tomorrow night it's Friday night football as Caldwell County will play their last regular season home game. They'll have hopefully a couple in the playoffs. They can wrap up the district championship tomorrow night as they take on the Trigg County Wildcats. It's Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes starting us off tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show comes your way at 6:30, and then kickoff from Tiger Stadium at the Wildcats and the Tigers at 7 o'clock. Bob Hayes and myself will have the call along with John Miller setting things up out there for us tomorrow night, and a big night for the Tigers on that one. I've never seen the mosquitoes so bad here at Butler Stadium as they have been this week. I've sprayed a half a can of bug repellent on. They're still coming, but
you look like a ninja trying to catch them.
Next week, it's district tournament time. It doesn't seem like this season has gone by really fast, but district tournament play starts next Monday night. I'll let you tell us about the boys' game and the game times on it, and we'll go into the girls' setup.
Yeah, it should be a tough game for the boys, having to play Hopkins Central, someone that they struggled against in their first matchup. Hopefully, they played very well tonight. Hopefully they can move on to some things and work on some things to try to finish those out and get a better result against Central. And I think they'll be playing after the girls' game on Monday night. I think you mentioned the girls will be playing at 5:30, so the boys should be playing right after that for the first round. And then obviously Madisonville North's boys and girls will be waiting to see who they play on Wednesday, I think, is the district championship.
Right. Girls will be at 5:30 on that one. Also, we'll have the games on Monday night, starting with the girls' game at 5:30. We'll probably go on the air right after the local news on Monday, and then hopefully both teams will advance on to Wednesday night. But if either team does, we'll be there to cover it on WPKY. So I hope you'll tune in for that. Hope you'll make the trip over there. Give these kids some support. We need big crowds at these soccer games. They put a lot of effort in, and it's a good opportunity to support Caldwell County soccer. Not a long drive next week to Hopkins or to Madisonville. Nice facility. So come on over and support both teams starting on Monday night. Don't want to forget we've got Saturday morning quarterback Bob Hayes will be on with Coach Barnes and some of his staff on Saturday morning. That comes your way at 9 o'clock on WPKY also. Teams back out on the field. We're ready to kick this one off in second half play. McEnany with the center spot for Caldwell County. The Lady Tigers will go towards the Washington Street end here in this half. Webster goes towards Main Street. McEnany plays it back to Seibert, puts it over to Littlefield. Bump on the sideline as Webster will pick this one up. Caldwell County leaving the offense up well up the field, trusting it into the hands of the defense as Boyd chases this one back, plays it out of bounds. She'll reset the defense. Throw in, big throw in, Kicked and cleared by Kelsey Adams all the way up to McEnany at midfield. Nice one-touch over to Fletcher, and Laney apologizing quickly to Pookie on that far end. Didn't get that in the direction she wanted. Went out of bounds right at midfield across the far side.
That's what I like to see. She realized what she wanted to do. I think she tried to hit Kaylee McEnany back and hit her on the through ball, or maybe try to float it out wide to Sophie Littlefield, but took the blame for it as soon as she made the pass.
Webster gets the ball in, shot on goal, stopped by Hagan. First real nice, crisp shot that Webster County has been able to put on goal, but handled by Abby Hagan, who has really become a pretty good goalie in the last couple of weeks, Ryan. She's taken over that starting position and has done a fine job the games we've covered late in the season.
Yes, I think, like Miller said, she has a rare set of soft hands, and it's like anything that hits her hands, she does not bobble. And if she does bobble, it's just a couple of seconds out of her hand.
Laney Fletcher turned on one there, blocked in the back by one of the defensive players from Webster County. They'll probably feel that one a little bit later on in the ball game. Cleared down into the corner. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see, it's going to be a Lady Tiger. No, they're going to give that to Webster County on the throw, just across the Caldwell dugout.
It's another thing Caldwell County's Butler Stadium has is the field dips on our side. If the ball's going, it's a good ball into the corner. I hope you're going to get there really fast, because if not, it's going to roll right out of bounds.
It's got its nuances. It really makes it a home field advantage for Caldwell County, I think, more than just about any stadium in the second region.
It is, but the work that's been put into it the last couple of years have made it an absolutely beautiful place to play.
Yeah, this field is better than just about 9 out of 10 fields that we play on as far as grass and the softness of the field. But you do have to know about the scoreboard corner or how close the stands are on the far sideline. There's some things that you really need to know after you play here a year or two.
Some things you try to avoid after a year or two, too.
And beautiful stands after they put the new stands in a few years ago. We've got seating capacity for quite a few people here.
It's all around. I love the wall around it. It gives it that feel. Like you said, it's a home field thing. You feel at home whenever you're playing here, and you can't beat that at being a home team.
Caldwell County puts it down to Fletcher. Fletcher wants to put the left-footed shot on goal, curved and picked up by the keeper for Webster County. Ryan, I attended my first Caldwell County High School football game here in the very early 70s against Franklin Simpson. That's how far that I can remember back at this stadium. Of course, it's here well before that.
You don't have to show your age, Dennis. You don't have to.
I think most people know.
I promise I was not even a thought then. My first memory here is JV game about 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, never knew this as a football stadium. It was pretty neat back in the day for that, though. Laney Fletcher with a nice run. She's going to put a right-footed shot on this one. Not covered by the keeper. She's blocked it out, but it goes across the end line, and Caldwell County will pick up the corner kick.
It is cool seeing pictures like the book that came out a couple years ago had all the past years for football and stuff. Seeing all the pictures here, it's weird to think about it as a football stadium for me, because as soon as I get into the program, this is where you want to be playing in a couple of years and want to get into the varsity team here. And to see it as a football stadium it was really cool to see.
Corner kick blocked inside the 6 by Webster County. Still loose, they play it out. Yeah, a lot of history here. That's the book you're referring to. On the one touch by Fletcher, she's going to be called offsides, though, on the kick. The book you're talking about, Todd Griffith, 100 Years of Tiger Football. And I'm sure if you find Todd, he'll have a copy. If you've got the cash, he's got a copy, I'm sure, and he'll fix you up on that. Maybe we'll get a little bit of the sales on that too, Ryan.
Yeah, Mom, because I'd always go to Mom's work after school and stuff, and she would tell me every day, she's like, oh, whoa.
Ball kicks off the bar, crashing in is McEnany. It was Pookie Trailer with a shot, and I've never seen a shot bounce off the side post that soft.
I know. She had a good amount of power behind it too, and it just kind of just hit the post and just sat there waiting for McEnany just to come in and tap it in.
And Kaylee gets her second goal of the night, started off both halves with the first goal of the half. And Caldwell County now leads this one 4-0. But that was a shot that I thought Pookie was going to sail a little bit wide to the right. It hit the post, but just seemed like the spin made it die and never got out of the square of the goal post. McEnany, Johnny on the spot as she came in and easily tapped that one in for her second goal of the night.
Yeah, I would have shut up if I would have. I thought it was going wide as well, so I kept talking. So I would have shut up if I knew it was going to come back like that.
Pushing the back on Maggie again as it gets a little chippy in the middle of the field. It's going to be a Caldwell County. No, they're going to say Maggie. I don't know how Maggie gets the foul on that. She got shoved from the back and hit the ground.
Yeah, that's a really rough call. And like me and you've said it before, you don't want to badger the refs, but I mean that's just.
Well,
and now he's going to give her a yellow card.
And she doesn't need to do much more, especially with districts coming up on Monday night.
Yeah, I think it's to the point you just got to let Coach Miller and let the rest of your game kind of defend yourself there. I completely understand her frustration because it's just she's the one that gets hit in the back, doesn't even know a tackle's coming. She hits the ground, and she's the one that gets booked. And a little conversation with Coach Miller. Coach Miller is going to take up for Maggie again on this one. And I've got to agree with Coach Miller. The referee said she was supposed to move, and there's no way you have to move from a ball when you're trying to play a ball to let another player through. I don't understand that explanation one bit. We paused for a second there so we could hear the conversation, but that is the, well, I'll just say it, Ryan, that's the worst explanation I've heard from an official, that a player has to move out
of another player's way.
Yellow card's coming your way.
Yeah, I think Tom's the only one that's ever gotten thrown out of a ball game doing commentary, but that was not a good call. As again hit the ground, understandably irritated. We had made the call that it was going to be Caldwell County free kick, shot on goal by Webster, their first one of the night. First one of the half though goes wide right, and it'll be a goal kick for Caldwell County. But you can understand the frustration of Gien on that one, but she's got to play smart from here on out with that yellow card because we don't want to lose her for the game on Monday night.
Yeah, and you saying that the explanation, he pretty much said that since Maggie Ginn didn't move and give away possession, that's what the yellow card was for.
Yeah,
so.
he called her for basically blocking when she was making a play on the ball. The ball was at her feet when she got pushed down. And anybody wants to check out our opinions, feel free to watch the YouTube replay on this one and see what we're talking about. You can fast forward up to about 32 minutes in the second half left to go. But still not understanding that one at all. But we'll play on through. They don't stop the game to change that. And Ryan, I've done this job for off and on for the better part of 20 plus years maybe. I've never seen a referee change his call because somebody disagreed with it.
No, that usually just makes it worse. Even if you think you're making a valid point, he doesn't want to hear it. So
obviously not going to start tonight with 2 yellow cards, one for Ginn, one for Coach Miller. And I'll let you do the post-game show tonight, the interview if you want. You can ask the coach about that. I'm sure we won't have to twist his arm to get a reply about that one.
I might try to avoid that one. Might try to avoid it, but we'll see how that goes.
Caldwell County with the pressure. It's Littlefield just outside the 18. Webster able to clear it out. Spooky trailer on the far side as Webster wants to turn it around. They're not able to get hardly anything on these kicks. Caldwell County really putting the pressure on, and Webster not able to take a look or set up very well for a kick. Now it's Fletcher defensively for Caldwell County. And Laney's going to get called for the foul on the near side. It'll be a free kick.
And I do just want to say, again, I'm not trying to badger the refs, but he did tell us during the boys' game, because we asked him about a call at halftime, that he would not make a call on the other guy's side of the field. And he just called a foul that's 10 on the other side of the field, 5 feet in front of the other ref. So it gets frustrating when those kind of things happen, especially because there's nothing we could do about it, and it hurts the girls the way they're playing and everything.
And Coach Miller had a point. As we're able to hear it quite a bit on this side of the field, Ryan, that's one of the pluses of having the broadcast booth over here. Coach Miller trying to get an explanation now from the ref. These last 2 fouls have occurred with the ball at the feet of the Caldwell County player. So that is a little bit of a weird setup on these last 2 calls, but Caldwell County will play through it. They lead this one 4-0. Goal kick comes out, not a lot on it. Handball missed, and they do get the call. Ball played the Webster County player up high. She inadvertently hit it with the left hand. It's going to be Kelsey Adams This one from about 28 yards out. Adams with the big hooking left-footed boot, hits the crossbar, comes off, and goes out of bounds.
That would have been the second time this season she justified some bad calls with a goal. It happened with against Ohio County when we were upset about not being played advantage, and instead she gets a free kick from 40 yards and puts it in the back of the net. So we need to start complaining.
A couple of weird bounces. That one hit the crossbar with a hook and somehow rolled the crossbar and went out of bounds across the end line. So between that one and the one that just died after Pookie hit the side post a while ago.
It's good old Butler Stadium. Again, taking over, having a mind of its own.
We may be due for some new PVC pipe along the goals next spring. I'm not sure about that. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Webster County. Caldwell County leading this one 4-0. 3-0 at the half. McEnany's tacked on one on a rebound shot here in the second half. Fletcher has it to the left side of the 18. Puts the ball up. That's off a Webster County player. And it's going to be Caldwell County with the corner kick opportunity.
This ref's going to overrule it. I think the ref on the far side is calling for a goal kick, and the ref on our side is going to tell him that it did take a deflection. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, hard to see from that far side. I'm sure we had a pretty good angle on it as Fletcher did try to play that one across and off a Webster player. So Laney will take the corner kick just inside the entrance gate. Puts a nice cross up. It was Traylor there for a second, went past her. Webster's going to clear it back out, and now it's Boyd that lofts the shot just high over the crossbar.
I was hoping we get to see her fourth goal of the week. That a good effort there with the left foot, just always going over the bar, couldn't get the dip on it.
Ball comes out towards Kendall Boyd, taken away by Webster County. Now it's going to be Littlefield to clean it up for Caldwell County. Puts it back over to Fletcher. Fletcher's been busy over here on this left side of this 18. She has the ball now. Good little crossover move, but cleared out by Webster County. They really packing the white shirts back inside near the 6 box. They're going to come out with the throw. Little give and go, but stopped there by Audrey Wynn. Wynn's played some good minutes tonight. Ryan's come in after Maggie got that yellow card.
She has, and in the first half she come in and filled in Morgan McDaniel's spot while McDaniel's moved up. And again, aggressive play there from Wynn. She's been having a very good game tonight.
Ryan, I'm not sure. We still got a lot of time to go in this game. It's right at 27 minutes to go. Caldwell County with a comfortable lead. I'm not sure if we'll see Maggie back in this game as long as Caldwell keeps a 3 to 4 goal lead. Try to protect her maybe from picking up that second yellow card and have to miss that big game on Monday night. Fletcher, left-footed shot going far post. Just misses, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Webster County.
Like you said, Maggie again might not check back into this one. If she does, she'll play a little more careful.
I'm sure there'll be a talking to from the coach saying, do not say a word to an official.
Yes, but if she does get that second yellow card, that will result in a red. And high school rules are different than professional. Professional, you just have to sit out one game, and that be it. I think in high school, sometimes it's a 3 or 4 game suspension, and it has to be looked at by the state. So it takes a while to figure out what's going to happen.
Either way, she would be out of Monday night's contest as Pookie Traylor chases this one down, takes it completely over the retaining net at that end of the field, goes out into the parking lot across the street. It'll be a goal kick for Webster.
Couldn't get a clean touch there. It was a good position, and I couldn't really get her chest over the ball. It was still, she hit it when it was still pretty high off the ground, but had to hit it then or a defender was going to get it. So
Webster County came out in this half with a little bit more aggression than they did in the first half, but still Caldwell County weathered that pretty well, and it's been just about all Caldwell County the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, ball's been bouncing around on the outside too. There's been a lot of throw-ins in this half, a lot more than in the first half.
Lucy Gar-Goffinet set to check in for Caldwell County at the next available opportunity. See who she's going to call off.
I think she's taking off Sophie Littlefield.
And it is Littlefield coming off. Goffinet will take over on that right side of the field for Caldwell County. Taking the throw in on the far side of the field is going to be Hannah Young. She throws it all the way into the 18. Blocked by Webster's player. It was McEnany trying to get a foot in on it. Webster clears it out towards midfield. Kelsey Adams makes a run, gets by her, but it's Asia Boyd able to clean it up for Caldwell County, gets it back to her sister Kendall. Kendall plays it up to Laney Fletcher. Laney as McEnany in the corner. McEnany open for the moment, puts the cross on. Fletcher lines this one up, puts a shot on goal, and a nice save by the keeper for Webster County. Ryan, she's still shaking that right hand that took a kick earlier tonight on the rebound shot by Alyssa Traylor.
Yeah, those gloves, they protect a lot, but a really hard kick in the hands, that's going to hurt for a while. So hopefully that's not nothing too serious. Hopefully that might not affect her performances in their district tournament.
Caldwell County still with it offensively. It's Asia Boyd changing fields, switches it over to Fletcher. Right, I bet in the last 10 minutes, Fletcher has had probably 15 touches down into that left corner.
Yeah, she's been busier than anybody during this second half, and she's playing really well on this near side.
Push by Webster County on Goffinette should give it to Caldwell County for a free kick from the far side about 25 yards out.
And I do just want to throw my 2 cents in. There's been a lot more violent play than that yellow card for Mackie Cannon during the second half.
Yeah, that one, what I'm puzzled more at, I think, is the explanation. As the deflection comes up, controlled by the keeper for Webster County, but I've never heard somebody say that you've got the ball at your feet, but you needed to move out of the way for the defensive player, and that's essentially, you heard the same thing I did. That's the referee. I think that's what got Coach Miller the yellow, was more the explanation than the actual play.
Yeah, I think he was good until then, and then he heard the explanation, and he kind of had enough and let it go.
So it's going to be throw in Caldwell County just in front of the student section here at Butler Stadium. She gets it in to McEnany. McEnany has it blocked right back to herself. Puts the through ball wanting Fletcher. It's going to roll, and Webster saves it right at the end line. Putting the pressure on was Fletcher. Fletcher gets it up, and it goes to Wynn. Wynn wanted to hit Fletcher back with it, led her a little bit too much, and it goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Webster County.
And Caldwell, they haven't really got into some of the positions that they were into the first half to when they overhit the passes in the first half, but that was one of them right there, just a little too much on the pass if she was trying to get Lainey Fletcher.
Fletcher with a nice move, bounces that one off the chest of a Webster County player, comes back. Webster tripped coming back out of the box, and it will go to Webster County with a free kick from Caldwell's offensive end. They put the ball up to midfield. Kelsey Adams takes it. The deflection comes over to Wynn. Wynn didn't get a good kick on that one, tried to pick that back up. And it's Kelsey Adams coming up cleanly for Caldwell County. That's going to lead Lainey Fletcher too much into that corner. It'll be a throw in for Webster County, but still very deep in the offensive end for the Lady Tigers.
And again, you mentioned Lainey Fletcher's 15th touch of the game. I think that was the 50th throw-in of the second half.
Good play by the Tigers as Kendall Boyd puts a nice kick on from about 25 yards out. Wide to the right, but still quite a bit of power from the young lady.
I like the fact that she's confident to shoot from there, and more than likely scoring 3 goals earlier in this week has given her confidence to do those kinds of things. But I like her pulling a shot from there.
Webster County with the ball. A lot of defensive pressure, though, as Caldwell County's Traylor takes it away. Traylor with the lob up towards the goal. Header by McEnany over to Fletcher. Fletcher able to put this one in. Nice play there.
It's a beautiful goal.
They're coming with about 21 minutes left in the ball game. Fletcher with her first goal of the night off the McEnany assist. And that one started out with a nice lob pass from Pookie Traylor from that right side, right to the middle to McEnany. McEnany with a nice header over to the left post to Fletcher. Fletcher put that one in far post, and Caldwell County has their biggest lead of the night at 5-0.
Yeah, I don't know if McEnany meant to head the ball over to Lainey Fletcher if she was going for a shot. Nonetheless, I'm going to say it was a beautiful pass from Kaylee McEnany.
We can describe it as the pass, and that it worked out. So a good job by McEnany. 4 Caldwell County players now in the books tonight for 5 goals. McEnany with the 2. Caldwell County quickly takes it back from Webster County. It's Fletcher in a dead run down the left side with it. 3 white jerseys chasing her. She stops, gets taken down. No call on that one. Webster clears it out, but there's Audrey Wynn for Caldwell County. Just outside the 18, plays it back looking for Fletcher. Fletcher with a nice hop move, gets around one defender, but the second one's going to come up, kick this one out of bounds, and reset the defense.
Yeah, and I wonder if how much longer Webster will do their best to stay in it. I mean, right now they're playing with almost every single person defending. They don't have anybody within 10 yards of Hannah Young, and she's the last defender, and she's good 5-10 yards in front of half field. So
yeah, Abby Hagan, the only person on the right side of the field right now, as Caldwell County has pushed the defense. And you don't see this a lot, past the midfield circle at Butler Stadium.
Yeah, they usually have a set line right around midfield, and that's about the highest they'll get. And tonight they were good. Kelsey Adams was a good 15 yards in front of half field just then.
And as a coach, Coach Miller's really got to trust that defensive line to understand where they're at in the ball game and where they're at on the field. And of course, that's led by the all-region player Kelsey Adams. She'll direct that back line. But you got to have confidence in them when they move up that far, one through ball, and you're pretty much chasing somebody all the way down. It's going to be on Hagan at that point.
And sometimes when you've got a couple players like that in the back line, that's one of the pleasures of having them back there.
Ball played back over to Fletcher. Fletcher coming down the left side, puts a shot on goal, wraps around the back of the goal. Ryan, one thing that's surprising me is that Fletcher has made a ton of runs here, especially in the second half down this left side. But Webster County continually packs the defensive line not much wider than the 6 box coming down and having to chase Laney into the corner on just about every play.
Yeah, and I mean Laney will take that all night long. She'll do it until the whistle blows for the final whistle. I mean,
eventually she's going to score on that. It's almost just a matter of when, not if. Into the ball game, Morgan McDaniels. It's McEnany with the deflection on the shot. Comes right back to her. Puts another shot up. This one going to be caught. And again, the keeper shaking that right hand every time she makes a catch. So still feeling the effects. Hopefully she will be okay before they start district play next week.
A little bit of a change. They're moving Morgan McDaniels up top, so that's a big change for tonight.
Yeah, McDaniels at that midfield slot in place of Becca Seibert, who comes off. And Ryan, that would lead me to believe that Maggie Ginn's done for the night and not going to take any chances with her, as McDaniels in the ball game at the midfield slot with a 5-0 lead. Fletcher picks this one off, puts a tough shot on goal. Nice job by the keeper to go down and pick that one off the ground. And you've got to give her credit. She's been impressive, probably the most impressive player that we've seen so far tonight for Webster County.
Yeah, she's had to have right around 20 saves tonight. So, yeah, she's conceded 5, but 20 to 5 is a decent ratio. She'll obviously want a better result on the scoreboard, but it's not just been easy saves either. She's made a lot of really good saves.
I've heard it said in the past, I don't know how much this stat is true, but on every legitimate shot, only 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 9 legitimate shots on goal will go in a ball game.
That's a very nice stat.
I thought that was kind of high, but we had heard that mentioned a couple of times before. Cross goes over to Fletcher. Fletcher winds up deflected in front of the goal by one of the defenders. Comes over to Goffinet. Goffinet puts it towards the goal again. Kicked out by Webster County. They have it far side of the field, looking to bring the ball up. Now center of the circle. Webster County comes up. Caldwell County's defense in retreat. It's Boyd and Wynn defensively. Kelsey Adams coming this way to take the one-on-one play as Webster County gets it to the corner of the 18. They put the cross on, still in front of the net, wide open. Asia Boyd clears it out of there. And nobody home for Webster County. Their coach kind of irritated on that one. They finally get a scoring opportunity, but nobody crashes the box for Webster County. And Caldwell County able to come back out with it as Fletcher will take it. Gets it across to Traylor on the far side. Goffinet, excuse me. Goffinet on the far side looking for Traylor up the field.
I won't say what their coach said. You can if you want to.
Well, no, without the 7-second delay, I don't think we can. Webster County is going to clear this one out of bounds and reset the defense. It'll be Audrey Wynn with the throw in for the Lady Tigers just outside the 18 extended here at Butler Stadium. Good job by Goffinet. Goffinet takes the rebound shot low and picked up by the keeper.
One advantage Webster's goalkeeper has is size, and Caldwell County really she's got to be one of the taller goalkeepers that they face this season. Abby Hagan has some size, so they have someone in their own back net that has that advantage, but she's got to be one of the taller goalkeepers that they face this season.
Pookie Traylor's going to get called for the foul off the long lob kick by Kelsey Adams. Took a high bounce. She went airborne trying to put a head on it, but put too much body on the defender from Webster County, so she's called for the foul. It'll turn it around and be a Webster County free kick just outside the 18.
And I'm sure Maggie will probably want to be back on the field. She might get a couple minutes towards the end, but there's really no choice, no really purpose in risking her.
There's not a plus side in taking that risk, because if somebody really irritated her and caused her to get another yellow card, that's going to put Caldwell County in a deep hole. And the Lady Tigers are good this year. Don't get me wrong. This is a good quality team, but we're not good enough to take big spans of minutes off in a game. We're not good enough to lose some key players and expect to come out on the winning side every night. So
yeah, and on a yellow card, it's just, I'll give it to Maggie. I would never want to take her on 1v1 because she's got some of the hardest tackles I've ever seen. So just if she would have even caught a tackle the wrong way, that it could warrant another yellow card, and that's just how the game is. You get one, it's pretty much the spotlight is on you the rest of the game. I hope you play a clean game, and she's in that role where she has a lot of hard tackles, and it's a lot of tackles. So
yeah, that's a physical spot. I know several players that have played there in the past. My daughter's even been in that position at times. Macy Janina there in the past. Taylor Freeman has dropped back there at certain times over her 4 years. So you're not going to score a lot from that position, but you're going to take a lot of tackles, setting your team up, kind of directing traffic from either the defensive or the offensive midfield position, because you're going to rotate. You're not going to play that one spot. If your offensive mid has to drop back to do something and you have to rotate up to the offensive mid, then you're going to be in the spotlight trying to set the offense up for your team. So it's kind of a thankless job at times, but one that's going to have a lot of physical activity.
Yeah, that's the main position I played throughout my high school career here, was that defensive midfield role. And like I said, she puts a lot of hard tackles in, and that was something I always got in trouble with. I was more of I would get some tackles in, but I wasn't the kind that would just walk around hitting with hard challenges. She plays that role very, very well.
Good touch there. It gets the ball down to Fletcher in the corner, but that started out with a player that's just entered the ball game, Ryan. Hadley Hall for Caldwell County, 27. She made a nice kick to McEnany. McEnany able to put it over to Fletcher, and Caldwell County with a decent opportunity. As Hall comes back, she makes a touch defensively for Caldwell County, plays it up the field just past Seibert. Webster able to come back with it, but there's Hall again getting a foot on the ball as she's in on the near side defense for Caldwell County.
She's dealing with number 26 on this side, the main goal scorer for Webster County. So she has her hands full as soon as she checks into the ball game.
Yeah, she's on the side with the best scoring opportunity for Webster County. And Ryan, I still see the goalie for Webster from time to time shaking that right hand really hard. It's got to be giving her some pain. It makes you wonder if something is, if it's not broken, if she has something pulled in it, or at the worst, or at the least, a bad bruise off the kick by Pookie.
Yeah, because it really depends on how she kicked her. If she would have hit a finger really hard or just kicked the side of her hand or anything like that, I mean, it literally could be anything that we would never know about, just because it all depends on how she would kick her.
You wouldn't think if it was just a bruise or something that'd still be hurting, because that's been probably close to an hour ago that happened. This ball played down. Caldwell County now getting back defensively. You've got Wynn moved over to the far side with Hall taking her spot on the near side.
Is that Madison Smith checked in back there?
Shot on goal picked up by Hagan. We'll get that number. Is that number 5, Madison Smith? Yes, it is.
Never mind, just come on.
So 3 non-starters on that defensive line. You still got Kelsey Adams back there directing traffic. Ball played to the middle of the field for McEnany. McEnany had Goffinette charging on the far sideline, gets away from her out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Webster County as we're down to about the 10-minute mark, and John will be a good spot here to probably take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Lady Tiger Soccer on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Introducing the all-new 1500 Ram Crew Cab with groundbreaking exterior styling, uncompromising luxury, and safety in numbers. The new Ram has available active-level 4-corner air suspension for the best ride in the truck market. Best-in-class rear legroom, in-floor storage, and the industry-exclusive Ram Box, the pickup bed with built-in toolboxes. When you push the start button and you hear that 5.7 Hemi come to life, you'll know then which truck you'll buy. The all-new Ram. See it now at Trice Hughes in Princeton, your Chrysler Dodge Ram dealer.
is here, and let the entertaining begin. Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. With family gatherings about to begin, we are offering for the month of October, buy a sofa and get the Love Cedar accent chair half off. Special orders are included. Wow, that's an exciting deal right there. Come to Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique and take advantage of this awesome deal. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, 102 Northfield Drive in Princeton, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique is everything a home.
Back to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY Princeton. And coming out of the ball game, senior Lainey Fletcher making her last exit from the field at Butler Stadium.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, it's an emotional thing. You realize this is the last time you walk off this field as a Caldwell County player. Like I said, you got to come to the alumni game. That's that's the next time you get to have a competitive game here. But it's an emotional thing. That's 4 years that you spent so much time on, and obviously it's a wonderful way to go out. She got a goal tonight, so can't imagine a better way to go out tonight on this field.
Caldwell County's going to get the goal, the corner kick coming up. And while we have a pause, it's going to be senior Alyssa Traylor coming off field, affectionately known to us as Pookie. And she'll come off the field here at Butler Stadium for the last time as a Lady Tiger. Of course, tears to her.
We all try to act tough, and I can't lie, I cried my eyes out. I was good until I saw Mom. You know how moms are. Oh, yeah. I walked through and I seen her and Dad both tearing up. So as soon as especially Dad, you see Dad crying, you're like, oh, you got to now. Let everybody see you cry, big guy.
Yeah.
So it is. It's a very emotional time. It's all happy tears. Both a good result for the boys tonight. So far, a good game for the girls. They played very well tonight, both teams. And the girls' game, they're kind of closing up things here.
Yeah, a funny story back just about 4 or 5 years ago. My daughter was a senior. We were playing the last games at Madisonville in the regional tournament. So when my daughter came off the field for the last time, of course, I'm broadcasting with Jeff McDaniels at the time. And I get choked up and I can't keep talking. Well, the next year, Taylor is a senior. So we were broadcasting. Taylor comes out of the ball game for the last time as Caldwell County puts the corner kick over and batted around a little bit. But to finish the story, I knew exactly what to do there because the year before I couldn't talk, I had tears in my eyes over things as the lob kick for Lucy Goffinette goes in. So I told Jeff, I said, go ahead and take the headphones off. I said, I know what you're going through.
Yeah, Mom and Dad, we had to play ours in Hopkinsville, and we had to play Hopkinsville, and it was just sometimes like you know it's coming to an end soon. It either ends with a loss or you won the state championship. There's no medium. So
yep. Only one team wins their last game.
Yep, and I hate all of you who were able to win your last game. But it is. You walk off the field, you see your mom and dad. Of course, they're like you said, you choked up. Everybody's choking up, and you're just like, just let it go. It's a sad bus ride home. You got to let it go.
Yeah.
But it is. It's a happy night. Nobody's crying sad tears other than the last time you get to play in this stadium. But it's happy tears. It's a good ending.
Yeah, I think the harder game is going to be probably next week in Madisonville for the girls and the guys. Well, there's always a chance we'll win the region and go on to the state, but that's going to be a tall order against a very good Madisonville team. We'll see how things go. Not saying we can't.
And as far as state goes, as soon as you get into that round of 16, you get the real contenders, the teams that have been looked at before the season even started, and that's usually where Region 2 falls a little short.
This one lobbed up by Webster County. They make a good run out, shot on goal as Caldwell County has changed keepers and had the now reserve in. Manley came out for that one, left the net empty, but the kick by Webster County hooked well wide to the left, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Kelsey Adams with just about 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Caldwell County leading this one now 6-0. McEnany with 2 goals, Goffinette 2 goals, Traylor and Fletcher go out on senior night with a goal apiece.
So we got about 4 different goal scorers and 6 goals. Is that what we had down?
4 players and 6 goals. And good to see the 2 seniors Some folks would say, well, you're only losing 2 seniors next year. That's going to be a great team. You're losing your 2 of your 3 leading scorers, maybe the 2 leading scorers when we look at the updated stats tomorrow on KHS AA, but still you're losing 2/3 of your offense next season in those 2 players, so it's going to be a tough situation to replace, but Caldwell County will, on the flip side of that, have 9 starters back. As Littlefield dribbles the ball in, she was trying to set that one up. We were both sitting here trying to help her go ahead and kick it as she came in from that left side. Couldn't get it settled like she wanted it. Webster County able to come in from behind and kick it away, but it goes across the end line. It'll be a corner kick coming up, and Becca Seibert will take care of this one. But, Ryan, that's how you can sit up here and you just want to help them. Go ahead and take the left-footed shot, see what comes out of it. You got rebounders over here set up. Seibert puts a low cross into play. Webster County kicks it out of the 18. Adams is out here for Caldwell County. Puts a shot up on goal, wide to the right. It'll go out of bounds and be a goal kick for Webster.
Yeah, and mentioning that we are losing 2 of the main attackers for the girls team, but they lost a lot last season, and they come in with a new coach, like Miller said in our last post-game interview, a couple days after the season really started and everything like that. So a lot of things we're facing this Caldwell County team this season, and they really come out in a ridiculously tough schedule, and they've come out with a decent record.
McDaniel, she put some leg into that one. Good stop by the keeper, as the 2 seniors are set to check back in one last time here at Butler Stadium.
Losing, I want to say 5 or 6 the year before, and Drew Hadley and Taylor and all them.
Oh yeah, so we had actually 8 seniors on that team.
And so that was a huge loss that the girls had to face this year, and they really stepped up. Like I said, they had to play one of the toughest schedules in this region. So
yeah, I'd say next to Henderson's, maybe Madisonville's. That the schedule Caldwell County's Coach Jacobs had set up. To his credit, he was preparing these girls much like Coach Barnes does for the football team. You're going to play tough opponents early in the year to get you better come district time and playoff time, and that's exactly what we had this year. I don't think Coach Jacobs set that schedule up knowing he was going to go back to his alma mater during the summer, and Coach Miller actually came in after the practices had started over the summer. The players, to their credit, Ryan, this is something that's instilled in a lot of these players. These girls were out on their own without even a coach going through player-conducted practices early on this season in the early summer.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing. I mean, you have to give absolute props to any and every girl that showed up to those kinds of things, because that takes so much leadership. And losing 8 players that meant that much to the program, and still having players to step up and say, you know what, we don't necessarily have anything set up right now, let's go get started on our own. And you can see those little things have paid off. These girls mean a lot to each other. You could see that with the seniors coming off the field earlier and hugging everybody. It's just these girls mean a lot to each other, and you can tell that they really want to do well for this program.
Yeah, they bonded well, especially losing basically half your team last year to graduation. Ball comes back into play. We're down inside on stoppage time in this second half. 3 goals each half so far for Caldwell County. Manley started to come out on that one as Kelsey Adams calling her back, as this one's going to go off of Kelsey on the shot on goal. It'll be a corner kick coming up for Webster County as we near the end of this ball game. Webster's going to take the corner kick just under the old scoreboard. And Ryan, I am so glad I haven't seen the fake corner kick play at all this season.
I was going to mention that earlier, but I was like, nah, don't say nothing.
We've made it through the regular season without that thing.
You've still got a game Monday, Dennis. We've still got one more to go.
Caldwell County able to clear it out. It's Fletcher putting it to the far side to Goffinette. Goffinette, 2 goals on the night. I think she had a goal in the Crittenden County game, so a big week offensively for Lucy. She still has the ball, dribbling it up, gets it back to Fletcher. Fletcher calls it, puts it to the middle. Alyssa Traylor there in some traffic, puts it back out to Fletcher. Fletcher puts it up just towards the top of the 18. Nobody home for Caldwell County. Littlefield, the closest player to it. She tried to get back to it. Now she's able to come out, make the steal, turn the ball around, back to Traylor. Traylor, top of the 18, takes a little bump, gets it over to Littlefield. Shot is stopped by the keeper, and she'll come out for the kick as we are in stoppage time here in this ball game. Caldwell County will pick up the win tonight. Big senior night for the Tigers and Lady Tigers, as they'll both come away with victories to end the regular season. Good job by the defender on this side.
Is that Hadley?
Hadley
Hall.
Hadley Hall in for Caldwell County. We've called her name several times. She's come in off the bench, takes one. That's Kelsey Adams, kind of takes one off the forehead on that one. She gets up, says she's all right, puts the thumb up. Alyssa Traylor, though, with the breakaway. She's in front of the goal.
Oh.
Two players come in. She takes the bump. Shot on goal just outside the right far bar.
That was inches.
That was maybe a shot that she would, if she had back, she would take about a step sooner. Webster County did a good job closing in with the double team late. Ball at the top of the Tiger 18. Webster clears it out. Boyd there defensively for Caldwell County. They get it over to Goffinette. Goffinette plays it back to Wynn. And there's the final whistle for the signaling the end of the ball game. Good job by the Lady Tigers tonight as they defeat Webster County 6-0. We'll be back to recap the scoring and talk to Coach Miller after this one here on senior night as Caldwell County wins this one 6-0. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. You're listening to Lady Tigers Soccer on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
At Caldwell Medical Associates, we believe our surgical services are truly exceptional. Our highly trained surgeon, Dr. Sue Petty, along with a team of skilled nurses and technicians, provide years of experience in a wide range of procedures, including outpatient, laparoscopic, and general surgery. Let us be your partner for better quality health care right here at home. To make an appointment, contact Caldwell Medical Associates at 270-365-0332. That's 270-365-0332.
Lock in your price for the winter by taking advantage of Fortner Gas Company's pre-buy and levelized billing programs. The pre-buy contract allows customers to pre-purchase propane based upon previous year's usage. At a fixed price per gallon, you can prepay for the gallons you would like to purchase for delivery after October 1st. The level billing option allows you to lock in the price of your propane without making payment for the entire pre-purchase at one time. A fixed price per gallon is contracted for delivery after October 1st and divided into 12 monthly payments and deducted from your checking account or credit card. Fortner Gas Company, Princeton, Cadiz, Murray, and Madisonville.
At Morgan's Funeral Home, we want you to know the benefits of pre-arranged funeral services.
What separates us from the rest is how much our people care.
The benefits of pre-arranged funeral planning can best be explained by the people that know the most about final expenses. At Morgan's Funeral Home, we have years of experience helping people just like you make plans for their final arrangements. Morgan's Funeral Home, serving families for over 100 years.
Seasons come and seasons go, but something that can remain the same is reliability. And here at McGregor Group Heating and Air, reliability and honesty are a few of our top priorities. So if you're looking for heating and air service, give us a call at 270-896-5044 or come visit us at 960 Varmint Trace Road here in Princeton. We're the company that you can take comfort in.
Have you been a victim of debit or credit card fraud? Farmers Bank and Trust can help lessen your risk of getting taken advantage of. As our customer, you have exclusive access to a security feature in our app that will allow you to turn your debit card off while you're not using it, then turn it on instantly when you need to use it. Keep your information safe. Log into our free app to use this feature, increasing the security of your information right now. Not a Farmers Bank customer? Come down. Let us set up your account and start protecting you from potential fraud opportunities. This is not a guarantee that your information will not be compromised. This is an increased security measure. Farmers Bank and Trust, member F.
Back to Lady Tiger Soccer on WPKY. Caldwell County beats Webster County in the nightcap of senior night here 6-0. And Ryan, I got a little clarification with Coach Miller and the referee on the yellow card for Maggie Ginn. What happened, it was not on the foul. It was on the foul was actually called on Maggie, but she did not back up 10 yards. And way I understood the conversation, basically would not back up, and he had to give her the yellow card on that. Of course, Maggie frustrated with the call to begin with because it shouldn't have gone against her to begin with. It was a play. She had the ball at her feet and still trying to make the play on, and he got shoved to the ground. So
I think that's what Coach Miller was trying to ask the guy too, like saying that about the call. He knew that the first foul wasn't intended, and if that wasn't ever to happen, then the yellow cards never would have come out. So. Right.
So that explains that one. Maggie, though, able to escape with just the yellow tonight, so she's fine for Monday night. Monday night starts playoff time. District tournament week coming up. Madisonville, the host this year. Caldwell County Lady Tigers will start out at 5:30 against Hopkins Central. The boys game also against Central to follow that one on Monday night. We'll have those games here on WPKY. Ryan and I will have the first game at 5:30, and it'll be Ryan and Adam coming up with the second game on Monday night. If they win, they keep going. If they lose, that's it this year, as Caldwell County in that 3-team district. Madisonville already in the championship game. You win Monday night, you go to Wednesday night for the championship game, but maybe more importantly, you're in the regional tournament also with the automatic bid to that one.
Yeah, so it's a big week coming up for both programs, the biggest week of the season.
So a very emotional night. Caldwell County Tigers and Lady Tigers here on senior night as Coach Miller's making his way up. And Ryan, I'll let you have the honors tonight and see if we can stir Red up about the cards. No, I'm kidding.
You like to leave people hanging for me to deal with that one, don't you?
Red knows. Red and I have known each other for a long time. He knows when I'm joking about that or not. But I'll give this over to Red and you can do the interview. Good job, Coach.
Coach Miller, you've got to be excited tonight. A tough game for senior night. Webster County, they played a good game. They played a tough defensive game, and their goalkeeper had a good game herself. So you can go ahead and tell me some of the positive points that you saw with your girls. I know they finished the ball a little bit better tonight. There's some chances that you probably would have wished would have ended up in the back of the net, but you can go ahead and say some things that you still wish they would work on before districts comes up next week.
Well, first let's talk about what. I sound funny. First, let's talk about what I'm happy about. And I'm sure you noticed it when we've got to get somebody in the box. A single person needs to be in the box very high when we're on a push, and we have not done that all year long, which makes why we don't score very much. But we worked on that big time. We worked on the forwards and outside midfielders especially, making a pass and making a cut immediately, and not trying to. That's one thing that we just have to change. If a forward makes a pass, then their next move is to move forward. That's why they're called forward. So when when a forward makes a pass and stands there and wants a square pass right back to them, that's crap. They're not going to score that way. And we've been doing that a whole lot. I've been trying to get them out of that rhythm. Some things started to click yesterday, and a couple things we were doing in practice yesterday. It showed Kaylee McEnany did a much better job of getting high early, and Lissa was doing a much better job being high in the wing when she was out there. So I was pleased with the fact that we were able to do something. We still didn't score as much. We hit the goalie right in the gut many times. But it had a 6-0 game, and we're starting to get more shots and better shots and more shots in the box. You know, we talked yesterday about our percentage of shots are probably 60% outside the box and 40% inside the box. That is a terrible stat. And I don't chart all that. I'm just talking off the top of my head. That should not be that way. It should be, you know, you should have 75% of your shots inside the 18, and then you got those rips outside the 18 that you like to have every once in a while. But that's something we have to work on offensively, and to make sure that we're better for the rest of this season, for next week, and for next season.
Me and Dennis thought the girls tonight possessed the ball very well. They had the majority of the possession and some really smart plays. Sophie Littlefield, she picks her head up and finds some passes that I wouldn't even begin to see up here. There was a couple times towards the end she picked her head up and split two defenders to find Lucy Goffinette running on the outside. I didn't even have any idea Lucy Goffinette was on the attack on that side. So very, very impressed with how the girls possessed the ball tonight. Is there any other things that you would like to take specifically from this game to y'all's district game Monday night?
Well, I've been overly impressed with our girls, the development in their possession throughout this season. I mean, the possession at the beginning of the season was just horrid, and they've really developed well in possession. And like we've talked about the last 2 or 3 games, trying to finish it and put, you know, in the offensive third has been where we've got to struggle. We're struggling now. So that has to continue to carry on. And, you know, when we play Hopkinsville Central again on Monday, that's going to be a tougher game than we think it is. And, of course, Madisonville is just on fire right now. But we've got a plan for some of that, so we're going to hope to carry out that plan and take this kind of win and take a good performance against Caldwell and take that in next week.
You mentioned, mine just went blank. There were some things that you took from this one. You mentioned that you want to take some of those things to the next match against Central, but there's some things. You mentioned the forwards making a pass and then not making a forward run, and you still weren't exactly pleased with how many shots that could have been finished and put in the back of the net for goals. Is there any other things other than those two that you would like to work on specifically for Monday night's game?
Well, that's progression. You know, they're not used to taking those shots from inside there. So just the fact that we got the shots, a lot more shots from inside the 18 and inside the 12 and 6 even, that's progression. That's good. Now, when you're not used to doing those shots, now you got to learn to, you know, put them in the net. So that's good progression. And again, I'm pretty pleased with Abby Hagan again. Had a fine game. Her hands are like glue. Often when she touches it, it stays. Yeah, I can't do that. So I've been pleased with that. Now she has to get some experience. She has to get some experience in some games, which we just don't have games to do that with. So I'm pleased with some of the things that she's doing. You know, and I'm continue to be pleased with our fullbacks. You know, Kelsey does a really good job of making sure that they're all in the right spots all the time, and they've been playing together well for all season long. Hannah's kind of she's kind of the bouncer back there, and then Kelsey kind of sweeps up and takes care of everything after that. So, you know, once Hannah's worn them down, then Kelsey just, okay, I'll just kick it out now. You know, so I enjoy seeing the way those two play with each other, and you know, it's really interesting when you take one of them out. But like in this game, you know, took Hannah out for a little bit. Things change, because not just because Hannah's a great player, but just things change because they kind of share a brain and do things that nobody else knows they're doing. And when half the brain's gone, then they struggle a little bit. But that's just because they're on the same wavelength, and I like seeing that. So it's hard to coach that because they know what each other's doing. So sometimes I don't know what they're doing. But if you look back there in their organization, I'm not going to argue with their organization at all.
Okay, well, thank you, Coach. Congratulations on the big win tonight. A lot of things you're very happy with how they played tonight. A lot of things to take and put into their game Monday, and we'll be there Monday night. Hopefully, we'll have a good interview after that one as well.
Excellent. We got to have a shout out to the two seniors. I mean, good gosh. I told the girls after the game that you know, there's so many things coaching girls and coaches boys that are different, but this was definitely different because in 13 years of coaching, I don't ever remember anybody crying at the end of senior night when we're coaching boys, and then they're all out there teared up and crying, and I didn't know how to react to that, but they've got me crying 2 or 3 times this year, so just because I love them and like coaching them. But great job to our seniors. I'm thrilled to death that they both got at least 1 goal each and a couple of assists each. So it's great stuff, and I'm happy for them.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you all.
And continuing on here after the good interview, Ryan, with Coach Miller.
Thank you.
Caldwell County goes into the district tournament winners in their last game here on senior night as they take care of Webster County 6-0. Good job by the Lady Tigers tonight. 4 players got in the scoring column. McEnany started it off tonight with a goal again with the assist. Then Pookie Traylor with her first goal of the night. That coming with about 18 minutes to go in the first half. Assist by Lainey Fletcher. Lucy Goffinet unassisted just about 5 minutes before halftime. It was 3-0 Caldwell County at the half. 3 more goals in the second half. McEnany about 5 minutes into the second on a rebound shot. 21 minutes to go in the second half. It was Lainey Fletcher with the assist from McEnany, and then Lucy Goffinet puts her second goal of the night in about 7 minutes left with an easy rebound shot that made it 6-0 Caldwell County, and that's where we end up tonight. As the Lady Tigers win on senior night, the Tigers also pick up the win over Ballard in the first game tonight. So a good night here for Caldwell County soccer, an emotional night at times with the senior activities going on, and the 2 senior girls, of course, for the Lady Tigers, both scoring in their last game here at Butler Stadium. Not their last game overall, because we will be on Monday night, just right after the afternoon local news goes off. We'll take over from Madisonville as Caldwell County girls and boys take on Hopkins Central in district action on Monday night. The girls at 5:30, the boys will follow probably roughly around 7 o'clock. They give them a little more warm-up time in district tournament. So those 2 teams will play on Monday night in the districts. Should either or both teams win, we'll have the games on Wednesday night as the Madisonville Maroons will await the winners of the Monday night games for the championship. And that game, if the girls make it, will be at 5:30, boys again at 7:30. So potential for 2 more games next week. If you win on Monday, you not only play on Wednesday, but you advance to regional tournament play the following week. So hopefully we'll have a few more games, Ryan, to get on here for Caldwell County soccer here on WPKY. But any closing comments tonight from you?
just overall a good night for both the boys and girls programs. Some really big wins to take in to next week. And like we said earlier, next week it's a do or die. You either come in, do what you got to do, and live on for another 2 days at least,
right.
or you got to go home. And that's like we said earlier. You either end your career with a loss or you win state championships.
Right.
So,
well, if one team wins their last game, whatever we play in high school ball, so that's starting on Monday night. We'll be there for it on WPKY. Again, the final here, it's Caldwell County Lady Tigers 6, Webster County 0. That's going to do it for us here tonight. For Ryan Frisch and John Miller, I'm Dennis Stevens. Thank you for listening tonight, and we'll see you again Monday from Madisonville.
The new GMC Sierra is here in 2019, the most sophisticated luxury truck on the road today. In 2019, they've released the AT4, the ultimate off-road vehicle for off-road enthusiasts and hunters alike. The AT4 comes with a factory-installed 2-inch lift and off-road wheels and tires. In the front of the pack is where the Denali with the 6.2-liter engine, followed by the SLT and SLE trim levels. More refined styling and badging has added a bold appearance to the most sought-after vehicle in the truck market. Trice Hughes Incorporated, Highway 91, Princeton.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh writes in a Wall Street Journal op-ed he's an independent, impartial judge and says he got emotional at last week's hearing.